Hello, everyone, and welcome to Failed Save. My name is Vince Casso, and I am your DM for this campaign. This is episode 39 of our series, and is titled The Spark and Flame. Well, and The Flame. There we go. This show utilizes... I messed up my own title.
You're not any specific kind of DM, though?
It could be... You know what? I gotta be honest. I left it blank. I totally didn't...
You didn't fill out your own Mad Lib?
But you know, you left the pause there, as if you were going to say.
And I'm your DM lost in the jungle for this campaign.
There you go.
This is episode 39 of our series, and is titled The Spark and the Flame. This show utilizes the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game system in my homebrew setting Boros, and is completed by a wonderful cast of adventurers. I like that take way more. Can we use that?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
That was really clean.
Calmer, tell us when we're about to go live.
Uh-oh.
Who's first? No.
It's me. Should I introduce myself? Hi, I'm Xander.
You know what? Actually, let's do one more rehearsal. Let's do one more rehearsal.
No, I can't. It's me. I'm Xander. I use he, him pronouns, but I'm playing Bora, and she uses she, her pronouns tonight. She's a Furbolg paladin, and she's married.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
I'm Abria Iyengar, booed up, half-elf ranger rogue, married to Bora.
Oh yeah, also some ranger in me. Ooh, wait.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's incredibly true.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Incredibly true. Both of our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Hi, I'm Sage Ryan, but tonight I am Dazzle, your fallen Azamar warlock, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Anthony Carboni, and I will be playing Chirp Burmington, your honest, forthright, and caring Aarakocra monk, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Gina DeVivo, and tonight I will be playing as Meridian Murray. I am she, her, but Murray is he, him, and he is ready to play.
And we're short a player. So
Oh my God,
we're doing a respectful silence for Kaylee, who can't be here tonight.
Everybody
Bring
take
one out for the homie.
Silence for
Toral
Kaylee's
Death Cleric is on vacation today, enjoying some much-deserved time off.
Yes.
In the meantime, we will have an episode, hopefully, worthy of her to return to. And remember, and if we don't, then she's not coming back. So, you know...
I
That's
heard
fair.
that
She
Ella
actually
is leveled
said to
up.
us.
Yeah, she told me that.
I heard she leveled up twice.
Yeah.
She said to us
boy.
before she left, if the rest of y'all don't get your shit together
Yeah.
and make a show worth me coming back to, I'm not coming back.
That sounds like Kaylee.
And remember that you at home have a righteous amount of power over our story. We have a series of donation tiers allowing you to do everything from banking up rerolls, offering a player a surprise, one-time use ridiculous weapon to fight back with, and I'll have you all know, the lightsaber is on the roll table for this. Kicking off the Office-style confessional cam, triggering one of Sarunan's island booby traps to fight back the invaders, which will be very important in a little bit.
So what?
And finally, Sarunan, the wizard fellow, the old guy, his booby traps he placed all over the island.
Yep.
And finally, you can activate a Make It Old for the entire party. And what's gonna happen to Murray? And if
We learned last time, walking corpse.
That's true. If we hit our goal for the
Needed
night,
to be carried
premiere,
like a baby Yoda.
we will premiere the next episode of our very special side quest, a very pet adventure, the cooperative of the Acorn.
Hey, someone just told me that that's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh boy.
I've never heard it.
I've never
But for
seen
now, it is time for a story. Our last episode was the wedding of the century. And live, Bora and Fess tied the knot in a wonderful bash of chaotic nuptials with pretty much everyone we've ever met in attendance. By the end of the party split off in their various little groups. Bora and Fess found a quiet glade to enjoy the evening sky. Murray was in hiding from Barbara in a bush. Dazzle and Chirp found themselves leaning against a log. Chirp noticing Dazzle's new mark as they reminisced and pontificated over booze. Ella was enjoying a break herself, and various patrons found themselves dispersed around the clearing. Some passed out, some still making merry. But The peace of the night was broken when a voice pierced the clearing, calling for Fess. She ran to find its source and found an old compatriot she'd thought to be dead, Captain Ophir Ravik. She was a mess, bloodied and injured. She locked her eyes on you, Fess, and said, Fess, thank God. I heard you would be here. Fess, they know. There's no time. Polemos knows you're all here. They're coming, Fess.
I run forward and I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds while like kind of giving like a little whistle, ranger stuff, like the little bird call that I send out to my wife that like alerts her to like, hey, there's a thing happening. This is my, please hurry, but don't freak out. It's going down over here real quick.
I freak out, but I don't show it, and I hurry over.
And yeah, so you cast that Cure Wounds on her. Roll that for me. She drops to a knee and like grabs onto your clothing to support herself. You can tell she's been on the move for what looks like days without stopping. And how much do you manage to heal her for?
15 points.
Oh, okay. That actually does make a sizable dent. She manages to stagger back to her feet and is actively catching her breath. Now, Bora, you heard this little kind of this whistle call.
I heard
from
my wife's
Fess.
a doctor.
And you weren't terribly far to begin with, as you were just kind of like just inside the tree line, but you come out towards her. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as you move...
Ready my hammer, which I have? Are
yeah,
we
you
still
do.
in our wedding? Okay, cool.
It's your wedding. You can have whatever the hell you want.
I
I
have
put a
my
bow
hammer.
on my bow, so
Yeah.
that feels...
Well, as you approach Fess and try and get a bit of lay of the land here to see what's going on, the faintest sound in the distance cuts you off, and a wicked-looking barbed arrow pierces your chest, Fess, having flown from somewhere in the dark jungle beyond the clearing, dealing, and I'm so sorry.
What? No, you're not.
Wow, 11
just-
points of damage
I just
as you
wanna-
begin to actively bleed from this chest wound.
I need to point out that since you are wed, you have +2 to your AC for the next 7 days. Just remember.
Thank you for the ceremony.
Thank you
That
for
is fantastic.
ceremony.
Simultaneously, Fess, as the arrow collides with your body and pierces deep, each separated member of our group is simultaneously ambushed. I want you all to roll initiative.
On my wedding?
Holy.
Whoever planned this for us.
paladin's wedding.
So that was great. I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
that a lot.
I've got a 12.
Also, Lord of the
21.
Rings reference.
Are there rerolls?
There are no rerolls yet.
Yeah, but that's fine.
That's fine.
4.
Own it.
13?
Okay. So real
Drunk
quick, we're
bird
gonna be...
once again, the most on his game.
Yeah.
So here's how we're going to handle this. This is a bit unique because you're all split off. We're going to tally up each of your rolls as a pair because you've split off roughly in groups of 2. So Fess, what was your roll?
13.
13, and Bora, you were a 4, right?
Yeah.
So you have a combined roll of 17. So I'm gonna call you
Team 17.
Fora, Befess, but what's your
What's our-
couple name?
I like Fora.
Fora,
Fora.
okay.
Yeah.
Fora
Yeah.
is a 17, and then Chirp and Dazzle. Not
Chazzle.
Chazzle.
Chazzle sounds like
Oh,
no.
a
Derp,
frat
derp.
member.
Well,
That was derp.
it'd be Castle because it's Kurt.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right, so Chazzle / Derp. Chirp, what was your roll?
21.
Nice.
All
Must
right.
be nice.
And Dazzle, what was yours?
Mine was 12.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's not bad. 33 total. And then Murray.
I'm
What was your
hiding in
roll?
a bush, so I'm 6.
Fair enough. And I also rolled for Ella, who actually got a dirty 20.
Of course she
Wow.
did when she's not rolling.
Oh, right.
It's me rolling.
Wow.
Okay, that's 26 total for Mela? Ellery? Oh,
Ellery's Ellery's cute.
That's a
Ellery's
real name.
He is adorable.
Ellery, I like that.
Ellery got
Bora,
a
let's name our
26.
first kid Ellery.
Oh, now we got rerolls, but they don't count until the next roll. Literally, they said, rerolls OMFG don't die.
From initiative.
No promises.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's roll for the baddies as well. Well, actually, no, we're not going to because the baddies get a surprise attack on each of you. Fess, you already took yours.
Ow.
Oh my God, so who's gonna go first here? It's Chazzle. Okay, well, Chirp, Dazzle, you sit peacefully against a log in the clearing, taking a relaxing sojourn from the chaos of the wedding. You hear a little bit of noise. It's hard to make out, but something odd seems to erupt out of the center of the clearing. But at that very moment, there's a splat, a wet noise in front of you, and you notice a spherical object has plopped in the mud just at your feet, and it's making a hissing noise. Roll a dex save for me.
24.
17.
Hey, not bad. Okay, so you both do save.
We're real
But-
sneaky and wiggly
But-
and little.
I know.
Yeah.
I gave you the dex save because I'm like, I want them to maybe survive this. The object explodes, casting shrapnel and flame in all directions. Because you saved, it is only 16 points of damage.
I'll like pull my wings around to protect us, but there's only bones there, nothing in between, so it's kind of useless. It was how many
When you
points of
say-
damage?
When you say explodes, Vince, what sort of damage is this?
Oh no!
Oh, you got shenanigans.
Okay, so it's I'd call it half fire, half piercing. So you can
Okay.
take half of that 16, and how that works? So you're
So it would be
having
like a
half.
12 instead of a 16?
Let's do that. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good because you are resistant to fire. That is true. I've given that
Great.
to most of the party.
I'm not.
So
Sorry.
you all are. I mean,
Ow, that
regardless though, that deals a shocking amount of damage to you. That takes a chunk out of
When
you
it
right off the
explodes, is
bat.
it gone?
It is gone. The pieces are scattered all over around you right now, and you're not quite sure where it came from, but you know now for sure you are being attacked. What do you do?
I am 100% too drunk and in my feelings for this right now.
We can't see any enemies.
Not at present. You can certainly make a perception check or an investigation to see what you find.
I will definitely do that. That is, oh, that's very good. Investigation and perception are both very bad for me, so it's a 17 because I have a -1 at both of those.
I got a 19.
Okay, I'd say with those rolls, you can sort of judge the trajectory of where this orb came from. It's the tree line just behind you, and with those rolls, you're also picking up what sounds like the faint footfalls of, I'd say Chirp with a 19. You can pick out maybe 2, possibly 3 people in the forest behind you.
Cool. I immediately duck into the shadow, become invisible, and throw 2 darts in
Hi.
that direction. Throw 2 darts in that direction and run towards the noise and whisper to Dazzle, run towards the noise.
Okay.
Okay, so you're throwing 2 darts toward the apparent assailant, and then you're going toward the noise you heard in the center of the clearing. Is that right?
Oh, the noise came from somewhere different?
Well, so yeah, so the chaotic noise before the bomb exploded is like from the middle of the clearing, kind of like where this conversation with Fess was happening, but you're not sure what was creating that noise.
Okay. Okay, but I did hear people behind me.
I'll message like.
Yes, you heard
we
people
sh-
behind you in the jungle, and before the bomb exploded, you heard people ahead of you in the middle of the wedding venue.
Okay.
And those
I'm-
sounds in front of you sounded like someone being shot with an arrow and not liking it.
Okay, so in
Um,
that case, I'm gonna run into the shadow because I can, and it's closer, and I'm gonna run for those people, and I'm gonna tell Dazzle I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna run and check out the footsteps. You see who was talking up there?
Okay. While I'm running towards the clearing, towards where I have no Fess to be, then I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis.
Beautiful. Okay, so you're running into the clearing, and then I'm sorry, Chirp, you were also running that direction?
I'm running back behind us where we heard people.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, it's funny that you do that because, so Dazzle, you're moving toward the center of the venue, and you do now see Fess coming into view, and you
Okay.
see a wicked-looking arrow sticking out of her body. You can't quite get there on your turn, but it's now becoming more clear. Chirp, as you vault over the log and make your way toward the apparent assailants, your robe catches on something that's partially sticking out of the ground. And you find an unusual weapon at your feet. Investigate. Take it easy. Take it easy. Hang on. Reaching down. You're going to disappoint yourself, my dude. Reaching down. You're holding what appears to be a boomerang buzzing with some sort. Don't look so disappointed.
I like it.
It's a boomerang buzzing with some kind of static energy all across its surface.
You leave your boomerang lying out here?
I blew out my vocal cords thinking we had finally given him his lightsaber. I'm so
Oh.
disappointed.
I
Give it
check
time.
and still
Give it
have my
time.
boomerang, and I go, not mine.
All right. So I grabbed this boomerang. Did my darts do anything?
Oh, did you roll those hits?
Let's see. One of them
We're
was
about
a
to find out.
one of them was a 12.
We do have some rerolls.
They're both 12s.
Okay. Do you want rerolls?
I'll take a reroll if we got them.
Just one? Okay, yeah, we got a handful. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty
Oh,
good.
okay. Then that's gonna be a 25
Oh, damn.
and a 26.
Oh, hot diggity. Okay. Well, yeah, those both hit. And I believe, is that a D4 each?
It's currently a D4 plus 8.
+8.
Oh my God.
Why?
Sneak attack?
Because
How hard can you throw a dart? Yeah, so roll the damage for those darts.
That's awesome.
So one's a 9 and one's a 12.
Oh my God, it's a dart. Yeah, so you throw a dart hard enough to take a villager's head off, apparently. And you hit a couple key pressure points in these assailants who you can just barely see. And you hear the muffled from the tree line, and you now can make out the shapes of two people back there. You feel like there must have been a third who might have moved off by now. But they are feeling the effects of that dart, and they're dressed not as you would expect a Khazaric soldier to be dressed, closer to something you'd expect from like the Kasai, like one of their agents, but very much tactically designed, camouflaged, geared up, outfitted for this operation.
Oh my God. And Chirp like jumps, and like as they're like kind of hobbling, I just kind of like push them both to the ground as I come out of the shadow. And I'm just like, oh my God, you guys look great. Hey, the fuck is going on?
Roll a strength check for that that little shove there.
All right. That's not going to be great. I'll let you know that.
We have a few more
Strength.
rerolls.
Strength.
Let's burn them all in your part of the fight.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Is it?
Well,
Learn
you do,
another number, my guy.
you do push up against them, and they list forward for a moment, but they don't go down.
I fucked him up so hard with those darts.
And they're gonna turn back around and both attack you.
Oh.
All right.
These wicked-looking gleaming daggers come out of their satchels, and one works to run it right through you. It does hit, not enough to impale you completely, but it definitely clips you on the side pretty badly, dealing 6 points of piercing damage as it
How do you
cuts
know
into
that?
your side.
How do you know that?
How do you know?
How do I know what?
How do you know that? What's the number on that?
On the
Piercing.
damage roll?
What's the number? How did he hit on the stab? On the actual attack?
Oh, I rolled a dirty 20 for the attack. I'm assuming your AC is below that.
I currently have an armor class of 20 because of the dex boost that you gave me.
Oh, okay. Well, meter beat, but you're right. That's right. That was very close. That was closer than I thought it would be. That's fair. I have met your AC. Wow, you're at 20 now.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, fair enough. You're bleeding.
Yeah, okay. I am bleeding. I am bleeding, but I just wanted to know.
Oh. You know what?
Is that your like plus from the last? Is that from the plus 10 minus 10 thing?
Yeah, I got like a wild thing last time.
I'll give it to you for that one attack, but that has now worn off.
Okay.
I don't know. It was
Does that
pretty
mean I have my
funny.
strength?
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Great. Well, you get stabbed and you are currently tussling with these agents. Right before we cut to our next fight, however, we do need a confessional from you, Chirp.
Ooh.
Oh.
I am just trying to enjoy my best friend's wedding. It has been a very stressful day. I am a little drunk. I am a little bit dealing with my own mortality and where I am in my life. And I did not need this shit right now. Also, how did those darts not pin them to trees? That was the 2 best dart throws I've ever done in my life. That was the 2 best dart throws I've ever done in my life. And somehow I did not pin them to trees. Somehow I did not pin them to trees or take out their hamstrings. And I am disappointed in myself. I have lost my edge. Also, I crept up on them from the shadows and pushed them. And I pushed them with apparently the weakest baby wrists in the history of ever. Because how do you screw up being invisible from the shadows and pushing 2 injured people, and they both turn around and I'm bleeding from the side now, and that sucks. And I'm gonna kill them, and I'm going to take their cool vests. They have extremely cool vests, and mark my words, I'm gonna find out why they're here, and I'm gonna take their vests. Oh, I'm bleeding so bad.
I love drunk, petulant Chirp.
That's my bestie.
Yeah.
Ellery, or in this case, just Murray, you find yourself very much still in a bush, hiding from Barbara's voracious appetite. In swift succession, you hear a pained yell from the clearing ahead and a massive explosion near the tree line to your left. And there's another disturbance, much closer at almost the same time. And Ella, who was enjoying a much-needed break after her whole catering ordeal today, is hit right in front of you with some kind of force, a bright light overcoming her from beyond the tree line. She struggles against it for a moment and then collapses in a heap on the ground. In seconds, several figures emerge from the trees and begin moving towards her. What do you do?
Pamplemousse! I scoop up Ella. Give her a couple of these. Are you okay?
She's not waking up.
Ah.
Murray, where are we going? There's a lot happening right now, old buddy. Don't know where I got the accent from, but I'm sticking with it.
I don't know. You used to have my accent. I think you're growing.
We all become more Western with time.
You've been hanging out with too many horses.
Ah,
Okay, so, I don't know what's happening, but I need to find Fess and Bora right away. And also, the party guests. If this is an ambush, we have to protect the guests.
So do me a favor.
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check to do the scoopage.
Yes, scoopage.
And we're going to roll for a few attacks of opportunity as you try and breeze by these agents.
Okay.
Because they are going to try and take a swipe at you as you go by. Oh!
Okay, and I'm doing strength.
Yeah, strength, please.
Someone roll well.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Did
I'm
you
gonna re-roll.
crit?
I'm gonna re-roll. I'm not looking at your
Reroll,
face
roger
yet.
that, roger that.
Okay.
Well,
it's a 24 for strength.
Okay, yes, so you managed to pamplemousse on by, reach down, and hoist that well-shelled Ella right up onto the moose. Stop it, Xander. Right up onto the moose.
Did you mean
well-shelled
well-shelled as in
arrows.
like well-endowed? Like what were you going for?
Just get sturdy of shell. I don't
I
know.
see.
I had to pull an adjective from nowhere.
Gotcha.
However, The agents, all noticing you charging up, all try and take a swipe at you with these gleaming daggers they're holding.
Okay.
Yes?
Question.
Answer.
Do I get to keep the things you gave me at the charity game?
Why not? What are you trying to use?
Well, because I got a +2 to my AC from it.
Oh, what is your AC now?
18.
Oh, okay, I still hit that.
Oh, okay.
I got 1 5.
Oh, no, actually, it'd be 20. Because this is the Iron Beard, and then my skin is also stone.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, I got 117 on the die, 1 5 on the die, and 1 nat 20. So that's a dirty 20, nat 20, and a 5.
Beats a dirty 20.
Oh, well, both the 20s hit.
Yeah, beats it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So 1 whiffs by you. Apparently, I guess they were aiming for the moose, but they managed to just like miss you entirely. 1 does hit, and 1 catches what feels like a very important tendon or something in your leg because it really nicks you good.
All the tendons are important in the leg.
All of them.
I mean,
No one's got
Murray's down a
extra.
few tendons already, I'm sure. Dealing a total of 26 points of damage
Oh.
as they cut into you, and you feel like just the warm, wet blood now trailing down the side of Pomplamoose.
Okay. Okay. What cleaves me?
It's like this. It's roughly like maybe a
Loneliness
10-inch long
mostly.
short sword, dagger-esque, curved, and it catches you like on the leg, kind of where like the underside of the thigh,
artery is.
that big artery. Yeah. down
Yeah. The one where you die.
there. The one where you
Okay.
die.
Okay. So that happens, and I think Murray like goes, I don't have that good a memory, but I'm pretty sure that's a bad one. And either that or I peed myself, and I don't think I did that. Okay. Pomplamoose. Ride hard. It might be our last battle.
It's
And-
funny.
Yes.
Yes. Pomplamoose has spent
I
way
have
too much time with the
Pomplamoose'
horses.
character sheet up, by the way. I found
fantastic.
a stat, so we're gonna do some damage if he's allowed to be my
Mount.
It's I guess my mount. I was trying to make a
Moose
couple
mount.
name, but it would just be Murray
Well, I'll tell
Oh.
you this.
or
So
Moose.
As Pomplamoose kind of skids
Moose.
to a stop
Murray.
to like grab Ella
Murray.
and then continue on, his hooves kick something up in the earth, and you feel an object fly through the air and plop onto your lap. It's some kind of like, it's roughly pineapple shaped with a glyph carved in the side, and there's a pin in the top of it.
Oh.
Is this a pineapple grenade?
It's a fucking grenade.
Great.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I pick it up and I go, well, I'll eat this later, and put it in my
Oh,
pocket.
God.
You said it looked like a pineapple.
That's true.
You
I
I
love
have
that
a
for
question about the familiarity of grenades in this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. It is a pineapple that someone stuck a bit of metal into.
you. That's my best meta explanation, but it's basically like it's a handheld bomb, the kind of thing you might have encountered at some point, but Murray may very well consider this to be more pineapple than bomb.
I feel like Dazzle just encountered a handheld bomb recently.
Hey, just say fantasy beforehand. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Also, do your
Oh, a
moose stats
fantasy
account for the donk? That moose is thick.
The donk, I
Yeah.
feel that the donk adds at least 1 to AC. I'll give the plus to AC for donk.
Oh, I was, I just found, because we described Pomplamoose as a friggin' beast.
Yeah.
So
A big
I
moose.
found
With a beastly booty.
So I found a dire wolf, and it's got some meat on its bones.
Oh, that's good. That'll work then.
or
yeah,
dire
that accounts for
moose.
donk.
Sorry,
That's
There's a-
dire
officially
Found a
moose.
accounts for
dire
donk.
moose?
Yeah, there's a dire moose.
Yes.
Wow.
And so
I
I wanted
really
to
think
use
of everything.
their stats because they're dope and they have their
However-
own attacks. So
Murray, you are currently now galloping toward the center of the clearing. Is that right, with Ella in hand?
correct.
Okay.
The center of the clearing base. Yeah, I want to protect the guests that don't know how to protect themselves. Probably yelling for Cat Cavalier and Nugget.
Yes, and you know what? You're about to see some shit. So here we go. Bora, as you approach Fess, and you see her recoil from the arrow in the same moment as an explosion goes off behind you, as chaos erupts and the galloping of moose hooves kicks off in the back.
Moose hooves.
Moose hooves. A bolt of fire rockets out of the shadows and catches you in the side, dealing a total of 6 points of damage.
Oy.
And singeing you. You and Fess have both been struck by unseen assailants, and it sounds like a lot of the rest of the whole wedding party has as well. What do you and Fess do?
We gotta find out where this is coming from. I'll cover you.
Ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
I'll be good.
Okay, you go first.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Bora's gonna charge in the direction that she thought the fire came from.
Yeah, roll me perception.
Let's go. Can I assist her?
Oh, hell
We
yeah.
both
Roll
want to know.
advantage. Go for it.
Okay. Oh, so the highest was 12. Can I have a reroll?
We have so many. Yeah, go ahead.
There we
Chat has
go.
been generous
Dirty
to
20.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. I like that for you.
too.
I'd say, yeah, you can notice that as much as you might have initially thought that the attack came from dead ahead of you, which is what it initially looked like, you can tell that they're actually playing with a bit of a trick of the shape of this clearing and a bit of a trick of the light in the night right now. And they're actually attacking you from what looks like a much closer position on your right flank, maybe 10, 15 yards away near the tree line. They are attacking from cover, though, which is true for all of these ambushes.
Okay.
Okay, so with this information in her mind, Bora's gonna sprint towards the feint location where she thought that they originally was coming from, and Fess, I assume, would follow close behind. As soon as she gets close enough, she's going to switch directions to the actual target and then strike with her hammer, and
Yo,
Fess
what's
should follow up right behind.
Love it.
Okay, that's pretty baller.
That's very baller.
And so, Fess, I assume you're on board with that. You're
Hell
going
yeah.
through the motions.
Let's go.
Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, let's see if they put any of this together. Interesting. Oh, word. Okay. So, sorry.
Amazing.
So, you are charging forward to where you can tell they wanted it to look like the attack was coming. At the last second, veering to the right and barreling toward this new area. It seems like one person seemed to have assumed you might have been pulling some bullshit. And they're going to try one more attack at you as you... Oh my god. As you approach...
No.
I'm gonna keep using these dice.
No!
Yo, I switched to one of my Kraken sets and I've rolled 2 nat 20s so far.
Boo!
That's
We're gonna
Oh.
bury your bad guys.
Yeah.
Another bolt of flame rockets out of the tree line, dealing 15 points of damage.
15.
As it blasts into you, but you are now able to close the distance, and you see 2 assailants, again dressed in that sort of sleek camouflaged material, standing just behind the trees, who can no longer react to your approach.
So I'll say that this flame comes in and hits Bora full on, and she bursts through the fire, immediately attacking these 2, full of rage and her wedding night.
Hell yeah. Roll that attack from both of you.
Yeah.
Hold on. My thing's different.
Oh, okay.
So you go,
Yeah.
and now I'm gonna wreck Vince's whole life because I'm playing a ranger and a rogue.
Let's hear it. Let's do it.
And my wife has just given me sneak attack by closing the distance.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to start with a hunter's mark, and we'll go from there. Gloomstalker magic says
Beautiful.
I get a 3rd attack. That does an extra d8 of damage. So I'm rolling all of that. I'm just letting you know.
And that's
Beautiful.
a 24 and a 26 on those 2 hammer hits.
Both hammer hits hit.
Boom, boom.
You could say it's hammer time.
It is.
And then Fess, was the Hunter's Mark a bonus action? Is that right?
100 marks a bonus action.
And then with your full action, you are doing 3 attacks.
Three
because you're-
attacks.
Okay, perfect.
With sneak attack on the first one.
Mercy alive. Okay,
And I'm
let's
aiming for the
see.
one that hit my wife with fire. So do I
I'd say
see
yeah,
a
you
lit?
can see where that came
little-
from.
Cool. So let's just center it all on that. And I rolled a 26, a 29, and a natural 20 to hit.
Fucking hell. Roll damage and then, double the dice and do all that. You know what to do. God
yeah,
damn.
it's gonna be great.
So for each of them, she's going to deal 15 bludgeoning damage, and then she's going to cast Divine Smite as well, dealing an additional 10 radiant damage.
Hey, fuck
Hey.
your Kraken dice.
Hey,
Vince.
Yeah.
what are your dice against 2 rangers? I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
Paladin.
Oh, okay. Fess,
Yeah,
what'd you
Ranger
get?
Paladin, let's go. All right. I shouldn't have rolled physical dice. That's my problem.
Oh no.
No, I hold for math.
I believe you. I believe in you. And I believe you. I trust you too.
Thank you.
Great. So in the meantime, Bora, you said 15 and
Plus 10 radiant.
15 plus 10. Okay. And that was for each attack? Were they both 15?
I just did 1 damage, but I can do more.
Oh yeah, please roll them both. Yeah. So
Uh,
are you attacking each person once or one person twice?
I could, if you want me to, or I'm able to, I would like to attack
heart, my friend.
each
Yeah.
one once.
Yeah,
So she
perfect.
comes down and is just bam, bam.
Yeah.
I've got 47 points of damage to divide amongst the bad guys, however you would like to do it. But I'm these are gut shots. I don't want them to die yet.
Jesus Christ. Well, Bora
So,
might
non-lethal damage,
complicate
please.
that.
No, it's okay. Let my babe do what she wants to do.
Next one is 13 bludgeoning plus 7 radiant.
So I'll say this, Bora, how lethal, and like just being in Bora's head for a moment, is she looking to kill these people?
Yes.
Do I have the opportunity to say, leave one alive, please?
Yeah, you can say it.
Do you mind?
If that's the case, she'll pull the second divine smite.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, keep it. There's more.
So I'll say with that combined, one of these 2 agents
Actually, I don't think I
definitely,
can do it twice anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, one of these agents definitely gets fucking misted. Like it's just no one, in recountings of these events years later, neither of you could be exactly sure what happened here. But one of them turns into paste. And the other takes several gut shots and a hammer across the face, spits out a handful of teeth, couple of molars, maybe a tonsil, and is doubled over on the ground, huffing, like just barely grasping to life.
I want to like pull that one up by the hair. Where is Polemos?
Right in your face.
I would like to turn the head gently to my wife.
I want to kill him.
No, go ahead. That was my signal to like.
I swing my hammer at his dumb face.
So dumb.
I love spiteful
Dumb
Bora.
face.
Great. You know what? That's a free hit, and the guy's got like 1 HP. That's
And he
just
has it coming.
it's paste, yeah, and deserves it. That's paste. Face caves in, and that's just a heap on the ground. However, as you do resolve your 2 assailants there,
Resolve.
in a manner of speaking, elsewhere in the clearing, all of you hear more explosions. And Bora, Fess, you are now acutely aware of Murray with Ella as well on Pomplamoose back, Dazzle and not Chirp, who seem to be converging roughly in your direction. But all of you hear more explosions and see blinding flashes of light as Lirin and Nazik also face off against several figures attacking them as well. And all over the wedding right now, pandemonium has broken out as get more and more dark figures emerge from the trees in all directions around you and descend upon the guests. Many of them hold their own. You can even see the Triumphant Trio, the Silver Sterling, Nugget, Hilga, the Small Shadows, Jiren, and others are gaining ground and are surviving, though they are taking some mean hits, but even more of your friends are felled before your eyes. This is no ordinary brand of Kaziric soldier, and this is no ordinary raid.
Did you just kill Squancarlo again?
He was never alive. No, he's great. He's at the bar. He's doing great. He has no idea this is happening. Just polishing a glass, just
Oh, bless.
talking to his rock. However,
that
great.
rock has a name.
Yeah.
Benianta.
Meanwhile, though, Chirp, you are currently stabbed. What would you like to do with those two assailants on you?
Well, last time I was just trying to get answers out of them, and so I didn't take all of my 87 monk attacks. But this time I'm very mad, and so I'm probably going to take all my 87 monk attacks as I'm interrogating them.
You also have this boomerang that you have the idea could be used to attack multiple people at once and also be used as a bonus action. But that's entirely your call.
Okay. Noted.
Because I have several more weapons to give you. Chat wants you to have that fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, they do.
I want you to have
they
it.
do. All right, so what Chirp is gonna do is he's gonna grab this fancy boomerang, and he's gonna look at the two guys, and he's gonna go like this, and then he's gonna throw the boomerang in the other direction into the clearing where there's even more stuff going on.
Make me a ranged attack roll. I won't give you disadvantage because we assume the boomerang is magical and shit.
Yeah.
Just roll that and let's see what happens.
It's cute.
I'm gonna take a reroll.
Yeah, you are.
Magical weapon. Be like, what would happen if I threw this behind me?
Okay, good.
Yeet.
I like that. So Chirp throws the boomerang back behind him, and that's a 27 to hit something. Hopefully
Great. So you
multiple
throw the boomerang.
somethings, since you said it hits multiple targets.
You throw the boomerang. Roll me 3d12.
Absolutely, I will.
Please don't hit a friend.
You're just doing the old spray and pray boomerang style right now.
That's a 7, a 3, and an 11.
Okay,
21.
okay, 18, 21. Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. Well, yeah, that's fun. You throw the boomerang behind you, and you hear like a great crackling of electricity. And if you want to take like a little bit of a peek back there, you see that it whips. Nah.
Don't look.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Those guys don't look
my
behind
dude.
you. Yeah, there you go. Well, then other people see this, and then they tell you about it later. The boomerang whips around the edge of the clearing, and in a massive pulse, you all hear this and see this as a great flash and a crack of lightning. It explodes with energy toward 3 of the assailants, taking down one of them and severely injuring 2 others, and just like frying them. One is just cooked on the spot. It smells like bacon. It's barbecue time, baby. And sorry. And in the meantime, you are still stuck with the 2 people in front of you. You
Yeah.
can certainly still attack them with your full action.
Yeah, that's totally.
That's
Chirp,
totally.
in his head, he's just like, "Oh my god, I hope that was cool. Oh my god, I hope that was cool." and then he is going to, after taking that attack, he is going to use his bonus action to unarmed strike one of the people in front of
fuck it.
him.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's only 11 to hit.
I mean, we have a lot of rerolls, my dude.
All right, I'm going to re-roll that then. That's better. That's a 24 to hit.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I should mute
And so
myself.
that's going to be 7 damage. And as Chirp is punching this person in the face 7 times, it's like, you can tell me right now. It'll stop. And then, if the guy isn't saying anything, I'm going to go ahead and spend a key point. And I'm going to go ahead and do 2 flurry of blows on him with my key point.
He's not saying anything.
Cool. So flurry of blows number 1. I'm going to re-roll for that.
Okay, great. Hell
That's
yeah.
an 18 to hit on the first
Okay,
one.
that'll hit. Roll that, all that sweet damage.
That's going to be another 10 damage.
Oh, God.
Just seriously, where are you coming from?
Oh, my teeth!
And then let's do it again.
As you're winding up the next punch, you can see he's loading up a loogie. And is about to let it go when the next punch goes off in some random direction.
Yep. Boom. And so the next one is going to be that next one is only 6 more points of damage.
And you did how much with the dart? That was a good dart hit. That was like
That was a good dart
21
hit.
with one of those? No, it was
No, it was like a 9. was like a 9 or a 10.
Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming your better dart hit went for this guy.
Okay.
So you, with all this punching, eventually the guy just goes limp in your hand. As you just you flurry of blowed.
No, say it the first way.
I was gonna say
whatever's top of mind.
Yeah, what were
you
gonna
blown
say?
furiously is what I was going to say the first time.
Yeah, you sure
And I
did.
did not want to commit to it.
No,
You're
that's
a
okay.
poet.
now,
And a
let it
coward.
now,
flow
so that
through
first guy,
you.
I'm
You're a coward.
that first one goes down, and that will complete
A coward.
my first attack.
Wow.
I will now load up my second attack as a monk.
I swear to
It was a
God.
26-minute attack.
I
Yeah.
know it.
I'm
Months
a-
take forever to fucking go.
I love it.
So I'm gonna look at the other person, and I'm gonna go, okay, your turn. Got anything to tell me?
You can tell. Okay, so this is all happening very quickly. So as you say that, you can tell the other person is cocking back and going in for another slice with like no words.
No.
No.
Chirp pulls out Asmeridian, and that's a 22 to hit, and he will just slice right through that person's wrist.
Okay, roll the damage.
That's gonna be 9 damage on that.
Okay. Yeah, the hand comes off cleanly,
Cool.
and she screams and begins to make a retreat. You
No,
can
no,
take an
no.
attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I'm not even done with this attack, Vince.
Okay, continue. Go on,
She,
please.
she doesn't even have the opportunity to retreat yet. First, I get my bonus action flurry of blows, and that's going to be a 21 to hit.
You've taken like 5 bonus actions. I'll take
Because
it. I'll take it.
I get one
Punch her,
per
punch her.
attack.
Do it. Go for it.
That's going to be a 10.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, with the dart, okay. So yeah, so she turns around to flee, and one blow just like catches her in the back of the head, and she trips over a log, gets clipped on like a protruding branch, which just like gets her in the shoulder and like slumps over a lovely little lily bush, and just goes limp on the jungle floor.
Yeah, Chirp bounces up off of the branch that she hit,
Xander, I love you just trying to like figure out what the fuck is going on.
and then
with my
jumps
descriptions.
down, lands on top on her back, and just goes
Ow!
and just goes, hey, nothing? You got nothing to tell me?
Oh, she outie. Yeah, she outie.
Great. I take one of their vests and I start running for the clearing.
I said you do it.
And then I think better of it. Turn around. How tall are they? Let's talk about stormtrooper uniforms.
It's a little big for you, my friend.
Yeah. How big is the other one?
I'd say, well, I mean, okay. I mean, the women's vest will probably fit you better, if I'm being honest. But they're both in the area of like 5'5" and above.
Damn it. But I grab 2 and I grab them both and I just go running.
Perfect. So you go running to the clearing. All of you who have kind of reconvened and are watching this pandemonium unfold before you now see Chirp sprinting at you full force holding 2 vests. What do you all do?
Are we still in order?
Oh no, initiative has dropped. You just see all of this chaos unfolding and currently no real rhyme, reason, or order to it.
I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on Bora.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Where are the vests? Where are the people that were in the vests?
Oh, you want us to know where they all are? They're literally surrounding
I'm yelling
you
it
right
at
now.
Chirp.
Oh, you're telling Chirp, okay.
Yeah, he's running in with vests, and I know where are the people that were in those vests?
Oh, probably living.
What?
Does
Chirp,
this fit you? I got you a vest.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I mean, what size does it look to be?
I think it fits closely enough.
I go to put it on and I just poke holes through it for my wings.
Chirp,
Are you
as
okay?
you're running, you trip over something right as you approach the group and realize there appears to be a tiny, like, handheld crossbow sticking out of the ground, small enough just to like fit in your palm. It's got one shot cocked in it.
Catch the boomerang as I'm looking at the crossbow.
Oh no, boomerang's gone.
Please let me have that.
I just look at, huh?
All
right.
Yeah, what?
I have no idea how to use this.
Okay,
You see, actually, there's a name. There's like a weapon's name inscribed on the side of it. It says the Loud Locust.
That's cute.
Ooh.
Hey,
Oh, Gina gets it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course I do.
Mm.
yeah, we all got the noisy cricket reference. Come on, we've all
Thank you.
seen Men in Black. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
some of us haven't
cute,
seen Lord of
though.
the Rings, apparently, though.
It's cute.
So
Oh,
I
that's
haven't.
fair.
Of course, some of us haven't seen Lord of the Rings, but we've all seen Men in
Men in
Black.
Black, thank
clearly.
you. Was Will Smith in Lord of the Rings?
Thank you, Mr. D'Onofrio,
Should
for
have
that.
been.
Should have been.
Oh,
Could have been
boy.
great.
Would have
Okay.
been awesome.
Oh, well, Murray's on the steed, on Pamplemousse, doing circles and just trying to keep, like, the guests that are trying to retreat behind the line of more capable people, safe. So he's just acting as a shield. But then his vision starts to blur, and he doesn't feel so good. He's really bloodied. I got injured during the wedding, so I didn't start at full health.
Oh no.
What? What? During the ceremony?
Yeah, remember when Fess shot me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
That shot Murray. I remember that.
And we haven't slept in a while.
Completely forgot. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, I'm good, but I am going a little cross-eyed. So I'm while I'm riding and kind of leaning off to one side as I'm losing a lot of blood, I'm tapping on Ella, and I'm like, Ella, Lady Ella, I need a snack. I'm running a little low on blood.
She has her bag on her, but does not respond when you tap her shell.
I don't know which one of these is safe.
Just eat them.
Roll the dice, baby.
No, it's okay. I've got a new pineapple. I'll just chance this.
And you all chirp and dazzle. You see Murray pull out a bomb. Looks a lot like the one that blew y'all up. I love the delay.
How far? Well, I
3-second pause.
How far away is it?
Oh, you're right next to Murray.
I'm just gonna grab it and just chuck it as far as I can.
Did you pull the pin out, or did you just
Oh.
toss the?
Yeah, how about I go
Murray-
in to bite? Oh, and you grab it from my hand and I
Just
pull
the
the
pin
pin out.
left in Murray's mouth.
And you
Yeet.
threw it to the enemy encampment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
Roll me a d20. No modifiers added to it.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh no! I almost want to take it. I almost
it.
want to
Do
take
it,
it for
buddy.
chaos.
Do it.
Do it.
You're not a
Hey.
I
coward like
almost want to
Vince.
do it for chaos.
It's the name of the show.
Take it,
Yeah.
my dude.
That's a 3.
Chirp. Let me tell you what happens.
Also,
I
tell
can't believe I'm
me,
doing this. I'm so sorry.
What's happening?
You throw the bomb into the crowd.
Oh my god.
And as all of these fights are unfolding around you, you see it arc and land, and someone catches it and pauses over it, and you realize it's Shimmy Stan. It's got the grenade, which then proceeds to fucking detonate.
Shimmy Stan.
And Shimmy Stan is obliterated before your eyes.
He's now Shimmy Spam, and that's very sad.
Oh my god.
4.
You blew up Shimmy Stan.
4.
Oh, God.
I just kind of go, what the hell was that? And I hit Buck Pamplemousse to run to the chum that is now
No,
Stan.
the chum.
Bad.
And I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna I'm gonna be real cool. Grab Ella's bag and like lean down off Pumplemoose, and I'm gonna just like grab a handful and like sprinkle them over the remains and be like, okay, do your thing, Fedor.
Okay, so you're just like
What is
One of them gotta be alive.
you're
This is not
basically
desecrating.
you're gently breading the Salisbury steak that is Shimmy Stan.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't know how Ella's god works.
Fedor, you get the brief impression Fedor wants nothing to do with this.
No. Oh, I feel partly responsible, even
In
though
memoriam.
Murray doesn't know, but Gina does.
Pour one out for Shimmy Stan.
The thing is, his product sales are gonna go through the roof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll be a big hit now.
Silver lining.
Can I kill something now that isn't an ally?
Well, I'll tell you right now, all these fights around you are currently unfolding, and by the way, I did a few rolls. None of them are going well.
Can I help?
Yeah, the Silver Sterling, Triumphant Trio, Hilga, Small Shadows, Jiren, even Bora, your parents, Nebkim and
They're
Milbert,
fine.
all of them are currently taking fights. You all can certainly try and help someone out. What would you like to do?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna help my parents.
Yeah, I'm going for Jiren.
Oh yeah, okay. So Fess, you see Jiren taking on 2 at a time right now, holding her own, but just taking a few more hits than she's dealing out, unfortunately, given the numbers disparity. I want you to roll an attack, if that's what you'd like to do. To see
At
if
first,
you
I
can
want to
help her
heckle
with
her and
that.
go like, "Aren't you a druid? Be better." Okay, and then I go help.
I'm
Look,
doing
her
everything I can, and you see she's like making fucking spiky plants
Commander's
around the
hot.
ground and give her all she's got, Captain. I was
What's
so
your
close to actually
accent?
saying that. I was so close.
Yeah, but I do want to come in and help her out.
Beautiful. And you do see indeed that she's using like all of the druidic power she currently can. And there's a few bodies back there, but there's dozens more of these agents streaming out of the trees bit by bit by bit. Roll that attack. Let's see how much of a dent you can make here.
Okay, while I'm rolling to attack, can I try to convey to her to stop fighting and go heal my friends? Specifically, I
Yeah.
want to point her towards Murray because
What do
I
you wanna
know
say?
she's got healing. Stop! You're bad at fighting. Go heal Murray.
Wow.
Are you sure you can take them by yourself?
Oh, calm down. And I'd like no look, just unloading my bow in these bad guys while we.
And
while
she
we're
adopts that kind of pose for a moment, like, you know, the
Yeah.
older sister, like,
Yeah.
the fuck you say kind of pose, and then thinks better of it and is like, okay, fine, and
Right.
goes and goes to help Murray.
Can I get one reroll, please?
Yes, you may. And Murray, Jiren does approach you, and you see, oh, hello, and she pulls out a dried flower petal from her bag, which she chews up for a moment, spits back into her hand, and sticks up under your thigh. And you feel a bit of healing taking place, and she gives you back 9 points of health.
Great.
And then Fess, how'd that attack go?
16 and a 21 to hit.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that'll probably polish off the 2 she was working on.
Cool.
Those 2 do go down. There are more in the distance, but the immediate threat there has diminished.
Cool. I just want to cover her then. Like, if she's at some point like a choke point for people coming in, then I'm going to post up here and stay here.
Perfect. And then Bora, you wanted to head over to the Farfoots.
Yes.
Harold and Belinda, who are former adventurers,
But it's
sure.
been a while.
But it's been a while,
Been
and
a
they're
while.
getting on there in years. They've been farming a lot of turnips lately.
Yeah.
You get a bit rusty. They both seem to be trying to take down one person. Harold is around the guy's neck, like off the ground, and Belinda is like cutting tendons in the legs and stuff.
Ooh, jeez.
However, they are both taking some serious licks. What would you like to do?
Bora will rush over to where they are, and she's going to full on like tackle the person that they're both on.
Hey!
And the idea is that
Harold goes with them.
Harold will jump off. And this is something like they've done before.
Ah, I like that. Okay, roll. Yeah, roll. Give me a strength check. Just if you're just like shouldering this person, just like tackling them.
The 23.
They will contest that. They will fail. And Harold knows this maneuver, but again, it's been a hot minute. Okay, yeah. So Harold as the person is tipping, is like, oh, that's right, and tries to like backwards somersault off of the person and lands pretty much right on his tailbone.
Dad.
Just like a little bit of a crick as he lands. Hi! Oh!
Uh-oh.
And staggers back to his feet.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
I can help. I can help.
Sweetheart, what is going on? We were at a wedding and then all of a sudden all this?
I don't know.
Okay, we gotta get out of here, darling.
You guys get
Darling.
somewhere safe.
I don't know where that went. However, you have saved them from the immediate threat, but at this very second, two things happen. Fess, your tattoo, the small line art of a book with a star on its cover, representative of the reading club and the prophecy that inspired Deriza as a child to pursue her freedom, begins to pulse with a message. This is, of course, the tattoo you got when you joined the rebellion used for short-range communication, and it taps out a very brief line for you. It just says, retreat, reconvene at Northeast 14, authorization apiarist. And you do see several other guests in the crowd. Those who would be associated with the rebellion also seem to react to the message and start to move while trying to like defend their retreat a little bit.
Yeah, I think she doesn't even clock it right away. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever, other than probably Bora, have ever seen it because it always sits under like her guard for her like bow. And she immediately falls into the pattern with everyone else there. And then like, as she starts to fall back, goes like, oh, explain to the group and conveys the message. We need to fall back. What? Do it.
And at the same time, Chirp, you hear a bird call from the jungle. The first part of the call and response that you and Silas had as kids, and it is coming from the roughly northeast tree line of the clearing.
That way, everyone that way. And Chirp is gonna fly up to just kind of see what everything, like what's going on everywhere, and look for core group, look for all his favorite old people, and then look for his favorite gnomes, and see how everyone's doing, and if he is needed anywhere in particular as he's telling everybody to head to the northeast.
Beautiful. You spy a shitload of gnomes, actually.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have Nebkim, and you have Milvert, and you have Bora's parents, you also have Lirin and all of the small shadows, who are Lirin's whole like spy network, are all fighting
Lirin
people.
is a dwarf. Let's be very specific.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's right. Lirin is a dwarf. but
Lirin's
the
a
small
hot
shadows-
dwarf.
The small shadows are all gnomes. And they are actively engaged in a number of targets right now. That said, as you leave the group to fly up and gather that intel, we have a confessional for Chirp.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. This went real bad. I am going to say this. I have had worse nights. I have certainly had better nights. I just remembered that I threw a metal pineapple into the hands of Shimmy Stan, who promptly exploded. And I have two things immediately pop into my mind about this. Number one, oh God, I've killed again. I've killed another innocent man. And number two, I have so many Shimmy Stan's coupon stamps, and I don't know if they're valid anymore. And I've been collecting them for years. I have so many punch cards. I was gonna get, there's that really cool jacket. You gotta get like 1,000 points to get the really cool Shimmy Stan jacket. I've been collecting my entire life. I wonder if it's still valid. Also, am I just a bad person who murders good people? Also, I'm gonna try to save these gnomes.
I love the surprising, like, moral journey that Chirp is going on throughout this show.
There's a lot going on.
But yes, you do see the various gnomes assaulting, being assaulted and fighting back, rather. And then you see the entire group moving toward the northeast side of the clearing. There's some definitely who seem to have gotten the message and are leading the group. And then the other guests who are like, oh, we're all going that way, and are heading off.
So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm gonna throw a dart down. I'm gonna look for one of the small soldiers. That's a movie.
The small shadows.
The small shadows.
Soldiers.
You remember about there are good and bad action figures. Anyway, ask your parents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw
Wow.
a dart at
God,
whoever.
You made me remember that.
That's right. I forced you
That
to.
made me faint a little bit inside my brain, but I stayed
Ow.
sitting.
I forced you to remember small soldiers. I have
Yeah.
an irrelevant small soldier story that it has no place here. I am going to throw a dart at whoever looks like they need to be taken down the most.
Nice.
Um,
Roll me that attack.
that's a 14.
Roll me as you prep that dart. Roll me a perception check real fast.
I'm gonna take a reroll on that perception check though.
I've got a reroll here, Chief.
Wow.
I'm not sure why it was a little bit Kermit there, but
It was a lot of bit, Kermit.
I
It's
would
a
like
lot
to
of
take
it.
a reroll. Ocean Breeze soap will get you clean. I'm gonna do a 17.
Okay.
17 for perception.
You spy someone in the crowd behind the now legions of these soldiers who are streaming out of the tree
Legions.
line, who appears to be calling the shots by the way they're moving. However, it does not look like it's Polemos. It's someone you don't recognize.
Cool. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my second attack and I'm gonna dive bomb towards this person who's commanding from the skies with Asmeridian, the sword, not the person who's currently bleeding out.
Oh, okay, great. You are committing to that attack.
That's fair.
You were committing.
Oh, I'm committing. I put on an oversized vest and prepare to dive bomb.
That's
Okay,
commitment.
great. You see this individual on the ground surrounded by close to 20 or 30 of these soldiers. And you dive bomb down. Did you also dart the same person?
No, I darted to save a gnome.
Yes, you did. Hell yeah.
And I probably missed, but this is my second attack.
Okay, so the dart like lands at the bad guy's feet, but you can tell the gnome appreciated the effort.
I just shrug at the gnome and then I go like this, like I got other places to be.
And the gnome's like you go. It's okay. You do your thing. Gnomes. I don't know what I'm doing anymore in life. Okay,
I can
so
already
you
tell
do
you I want
dive
to reroll
bomb.
on this attack if we've got it.
Oh yes, please. We have several.
Thank you, chat.
That's chat. Thank you so much because that's a 28.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. That's not a crit on the die though, is it?
Oh, it actually is, Vince. That's a
Oh my
natural
God.
20.
Oh
plus
my
8.
god. By God, he's gonna kill him.
Great. So you dive bomb, roll that attack, double the dice. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so nice. You roll them twice.
That's gonna be an 11.
That's good. That's good.
Listen. I'm a monk. I got 2 more of these after that.
That's true. Okay, great. So describe that initial dive to me.
So Chirp like spins the sword around and like goes flying down with it initially behind him and just goes like flying down like one of these, like real deep perspective comic book shit. And then as he gets like close, flips it around, grabs with both hands and just stabs towards center
Okay.
mass on this commander.
And you feel like this is a freaking kill shot. Like there's no coming back from this. At the last second, the commander person looks up and notices you coming, and you see them angle their armor on their arm up and catch the side of your sword and sort of redirect it down into the ground next to them. The blade does catch them along the arm, and they are bleeding from that wound, but they manage to like redirect the shot in midair as you collide with the ground.
I go, sword goes into the ground and it just kind of like impales itself into the soil and I fall and roll a couple times and then I just bounce right back up. I ab roll back up and I'm going to take my bonus action here on this attack. And so I'm going to unarmed strike. That's a 15.
A 15 does not hit. Do you want to roll again? I will permit it.
Do
Or you wanna keep it?
Take it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take a reroll.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. That's a 19.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay. So that is gonna be. That is another 6. Just punching this person. Just kind of like. Like, who are you? Where's Polemos?
Do you have another attack?
I do. I'm going to use a key point, and I'm going to take another 2 attacks.
Roll them all at the same time.
All right.
I love dope monk shit so much, y'all.
All right. That's a. Oh! The first one's a 22 to hit, and then the second one is a crit.
Roll all that damage, my dude. Roll.
All
'em.
right.
Roll that big old handful of dice. Roll those clicky clackies.
So the crit's going to be 13.
What is up with me today?
Only
You
know.
are spicy tonight. I
You
love
are.
it.
I love
I'm full
it.
of
So
beans. I'm full of beans.
You're full of beans.
13 and 9, so it's 22 damage, and I'm just like rapid fire, like punching and spinning.
And you
like,
are.
ducking out of the way.
Like, indeed, you are landing all these shots, and you are shocked to see how it doesn't seem to phase him that much as you land these blows. It looks like there is damage being dealt, but not nearly as much as there clearly should be.
I take the last hit, and like as it hits this person, and they just kind of like, I imagine they do just like one of these as I hit them last time. They just like put themselves back. I bounce back.
Straighten
and
their glasses.
Yeah, and I pull my. Does this person have anime glasses where I can only see the reflection of their eyes, Vince?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Sakamoto. Chirp bounces back and pulls back and screams. Fess!
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the leader!
Got
You shout that out, and I believe that is the end of your attack, right?
That is the end of my turn. I am ready to be handed my ass by this person now.
The person does not draw their weapon. They reach out and grab you by the throat, and they begin to squeeze and crush your windpipe. And that's when you get a good look at their face, and you see these dark, deep, violet eyes that are just piercing into you. And that'll hit. Yeah, okay. And that you feel this, not just the actual force of the squeeze itself, but there's some kind of other magic to it that seeps into your body.
Oh no,
and
evil check.
that deals, oh my god, that squeeze deals 18 points of damage as your windpipe is beginning to be crushed. And he's going to roll me a dex save.
Oh God.
I'll remind you all that Chirp took a lot of dumb injury damage during the wedding
Yeah.
and was not doing too well before all of this.
I'd like to do a turn.
What
when-
am I rolling? I'm sorry. What am I doing, Vince? Dex?
Roll a dex save for me.
Okay. Might we have a reroll?
We have some
As a
rerolls.
treat.
Okay, we like that one. 25.
Okay, great. So you will be able to recover from this. He takes you after squeezing you and throws you back toward the clearing, which ordinarily, if you had not rolled so well in your save, you would have landed and just like, but you can catch yourself with your wings in the air before you go ass over tea kettle back into the clearing.
And I definitely do like a Dragon Ball style, like 10 feet back, leaving like plow marks in the ground, like.
Now I will tell you.
That guy's strong. That's a strong guy.
You skid and you come to a stop. Looking back behind you, there's upwards of 30 of these agents surrounding whoever this leader might be, and it looks like all of the other guests are now leaving the clearing in flight. Do you wish to take this fight, or would you like to follow them?
Do I see Fess?
Where's Bora?
Bora, as this was happening, Bora would run to catch up, and is going to. My next move would be to tend to Chirp.
Yeah. Then if Bora's with me, then yeah, I'm running for it.
Great. Then I just Steve Rogers this shit.
Oh God.
I just stand up and I'm like, okay, you're not so cool. I got one of your vests, so
I ride by on Pomplamoose and I pick you up, Chirp.
I'm practically as good as you are.
As he's sliding by, Bora just does a quick lay on hands. 5 points to you.
Great.
How low are you?
So low.
Oh.
Okay, I also, while I'm holding you, I just go, I gotcha, and you can see that I have now stuffed all of Ella's exposed flesh into her shell, so she's just a shell. I
know what you
Things are
mean.
blowing up.
Yeah.
Put her legs in.
Look,
she
she's
goes
got
back
like a
into
studio
her
apartment in there. She's fine.
Yeah, I put her back in her apartment. And I heal you for 10.
Great. And Chirp looks up at you and goes, hey, Murray, we're doing like a really horrible job.
That's what happens when you ambush a bunch of very intoxicated people.
I'm not that drunk.
Yeah, sure.
Let me ask, who currently has that little, the loud locust?
I do.
Duly noted. Great.
Can I try to hit something on the way out?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some stragglers who are, like, closer to you who were taking the other fights. And there's, like, the main mass of, if you're counting everybody at the other end of the clearing, there's, like, 100 of these agents, at minimum, who have entered so far. But you have, like, the odd, like, couple of agents here or there throughout the other side of the clearing that you're running through. So you can certainly, from Mooseback, take, like, a swipe at someone.
I have a question.
Yep.
Does Dazzle keep the statue on her person?
I do.
Okay. Thank
You
God.
would know that it's usually in her bag, yes.
Yeah, I keep it in like a little like side like hat satchel is the word.
And I
What are
remember
you
you
planning?
wearing that at the wedding, right?
Yes, definitely would have had it on me. 100%.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I want to attack someone. Really
Yeah,
bad.
so, I mean, you can definitely, like, do a drive-by,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna drive by. Is there any
Okay.
way to drive by the big boy?
He's surrounded by people right now.
Okay.
You can. I will roll. I would roll 20 attacks of opportunity as you go through there.
No thanks.
Wait.
What?
But before, as like Chirp sees you like trying to ride close to them, Chirp goes, no. Hold me still.
Yeah.
Hold me still.
Are you gonna joust?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna joust because I'm 100 years old like you are. And
That was my
points,
favorite sport as a child.
Chirp points the loud locust
Okay.
at the ring of henchmen around Sakamoto. And
I go, what's that? And I lightly touch it and I enchant it and make it a magic weapon +1.
what do I roll for this thing, Vince?
Okay. I want, give me an ordinary ranged attack roll. So what you might roll for like a dart or something like that. However, it has a significant area of effect, so we can be a bit loosey-goosey with it.
And that's +1 to both damage and the attack, just so
that's
you know.
So that's a 19.
Okay. You aim it into this massive group of these agents. Roll me 12d6.
Right before it goes off, Murray just goes, oh, it'd be really nice to have a bomb right now.
Basically, what that what the loud locust does is it casts I believe this is an 8th level fireball.
That's 40 damage.
Yeah. So you cast it, you fire that off. Now they will. I'm gonna roll.
If I can, and Chirp goes. If I can knock one of them down with
It's
this
41.
thing. Oh, 41. Sorry.
41.
That's gonna make all the difference.
It does.
As Chirp like fires it, he just thinks about how tiny this thing is, and he's like, if I can just knock one of them down, Fess or Bora could get in there. And then he fires it like a pew.
Okay, you fire it, and the kickback is I'm so glad that you got healed first. The kickback alone is going to do a d6 of damage to you. You take 4 damage just from the recoil on this thing. And it fires. I'm sorry?
I covered that with my 5 lay on hands.
And then
it
somebody,
fires
and then some.
in this massive arc and drops down. Now, roughly half of the soldiers did succeed their saves. So you see this massive, just like mushroom cloud go up at the other end of the clearing. About 10 to 15 of the agents are shimmy stand like immediately.
Oh,
Verb shimmy stand like that.
yeah. Verb the hell out of him, and I like it.
Oh no.
Chirp looks, and he's like, oh, I am drunker than I thought. I'm way drunker than I thought. I'm seeing stuff.
Nope, that one was real. And I'm trying to steer Pomplamoose in the other direction because that kick also like made us even rock.
Dazzle, are you okay? Where's Dazzle?
I'm just like running behind.
There's
Just me
about
like flapping my
15
wings really hard, trying to use my like 20 feet of flying speed that I got.
That's right.
Roughly 15 of the agents are still standing, although very singed, and this fellow in the center also singed but on his feet as more agents continue to stream in.
Question.
Answer.
What is the racial makeup of our big bad?
You can't clearly tell. As a matter of
My
fact,
ranger senses tell because humanoids are my favorite enemy.
okay,
And
no,
I just made a
definitely-
new bad guy.
Definitely humanoid, absolutely humanoid. In terms of exactly what race, origin, background, it's hard to tell
Okay.
because the fellow is masked and hooded and completely clothed, like no exposed skin or anything.
Because of the reflective glasses.
Yeah,
And
because of the cool glasses. I want Dazzle to go, but I'm definitely like, just for like stunt points, I'm gonna hunter's mark him as like the mushroom cloud clears and just say pretty quietly, like, there's nowhere you can go where I won't find you. That's all.
Hell yeah.
Dazzle, do something cool.
Get out of here.
Nailed it!
Oh my god.
What a wedding!
Murray,
Yeah.
as you gallop, a bit of what feels like trash smacks you in the face, like a piece of paper. And peeling it off, you notice there's a glyph drawn onto it, and
Another one.
it's pulsing with energy. However, I'm not sure. Well, you're definitely not arcane inclined, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to read that glyph, but someone else here possibly could.
I rolled a 9.
It looks like what everybody else calls magic, but you can't be sure what it is.
Chirp!
Yeah,
What the hell is this?
that is something for Nasik or Bora to read. So let's just put that away.
Approaching the northern point indicated to you, Chirp, and you, Fess, as well, and to all of the rebellion people present, you break through the trees and find yourselves entering the jungle, and you're all together. The wedding guests all fall in as well, and you see Nikram and Silas standing before you. And Nikram holds a finger up to his lip to quiet everybody.
You shush. Did you fucking see that shit? That was crazy. You better shush, because you don't know what I've been...
You hear the thunder of feet, though disturbingly quieter than you'd expect, as the Khazaric agents close in on the tree line where you're currently standing by the dozens. Nikram reaches into his vest and pulls out a thin glass vial, inside of which is a rapidly swirling maroon liquid with a gold ball in its center. He crushes the vial in his hand, cutting himself in the process, and throws the liquid mixture in an arc over the entire group, splattering everyone. Suddenly, the jungle is silent. You can all still see and hear each other, but the world around you is ghostly, ethereal, quiet. The Khazaric agents, or dim, hazy approximations thereof, break through the trees and pass right through you in their search.
While they do, Can I detect all of their thoughts?
Oh my god. Yes, you certainly can, and we will get to every single one of those right after this break.
Did we die again? Are we ghosts?
Am I
I
dead?
forgot that Murray and I can read thoughts.
Y'all, we're taking about 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere or you might get shimmy stand. We'll see you back very shortly. No, God, no.
We're gonna.
We gonna. See you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. And before we get back into our adventure, I want to remind you all that we have a number of wild donation tiers allowing you to mess with our characters and story, including, of course, banking up rerolls, offering a player a surprise one-time use ridiculous weapon to fight back with, which can potentially include the lightsaber, kicking off the office-style confessional cam, triggering one of Sarunan's island booby traps to protect our crew from the Kaziriks, and finally, making the entire party old as hell. In the meantime, though, we will continue. Nitram has just made all of you, or perhaps the world around you, it's hard to tell, ghostly and ethereal. The Kazirik soldiers who have broken through the tree line now trudge harmlessly through you. And Murray, you are trying to interpret their thoughts, is that correct?
I'm detecting their thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, so as they...
Oh, thanks, universe!
As they pass by, you're getting surface level thoughts that mostly of the mission at hand, they were instructed to strike a rebel gathering here on the island of Aka. They were instructed to search for you all in particular, and those who might be leading a new rebellious movement. The orders came from Polemos, but not a lot else comes through on the surface.
Is anyone happen to be thinking the name of their current general?
I just love General so-and-so. He's just the greatest.
You know what he said to me today? It's not. Well, let's see.
He said to me today, he said, "This is my full name and backstory, and
Yeah.
remember that our secret base is over here." Like,
And the secret
Rubbed
word
his
to get into
knee.
the secret base is so
I will
funny.
say this.
Bumney.
I will say one of the people passing through, does have some scant surface level thinking, that a Captain Joran will be very cross with them if this does not go well.
Okay. I don't say anything out loud because we're hiding.
Okay.
Stop making fun of me,
Yeah.
universe.
That's your internal.
This is my voice. I'd like to
Nitram,
see you make it to 101. Wait, you're
Not
the
looking that good.
universe.
Nitram removes the finger from his lips.
This will not last long. We have to discuss our next move.
Holy what is going on, Nitram?
They cannot hear us right now. We're going to be safe here for the time being, but...
No, not that. Who are they? What's going on? What the?
Oh, yes, I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but the Kazirik seem to have realized this was taking place.
Our
I
wedding?
knew- Well, when we sent out those missives inviting various allies of yours to our cause, we thought that it might get some additional negative attention, but they
The
seem
wedding
to have-
invites?
they
Oh, it's
seem
because
to
we
have put
sent
it all
out wedding
together
invites.
quite
Yeah, we shouldn't have put them in
quickly.
the mail.
That
and
was
post
on
them up
me.
in the town and
I apologize.
we just
We
wanted
also
everyone to come
sent out a
celebrate
whole
you.
bunch of
Yeah.
cards. It's you know, it's a combined thing.
I was so into the embossing, and I kept showing people, and
It
I was
looked
like,
really
"Look at
good.
the letter."
It was
Thank you.
amazing that you sprung for the letterpress. Like, not enough people do that.
I figured you only live once, and then I remembered I've died several times.
Yeah.
And none of those times did you ever have letterpress invitations to anything.
Exactly.
Right. And hopefully
Well,
you only get married once.
It was nice to see everyone.
You really should only
Hey.
get married once, because then that's the benefit of the ceremony.
Yep.
There are more than just mechanical
can't-
benefits to getting married, but thank
No,
you, Murray,
getting
for being
married is
married.
mostly a min-maxing thing. I
It's
think.
mostly tax benefits.
Yeah.
Also,
What?
I think the
But we
big
pay taxes.
I think the big mug back there is named General Joran.
Does that name ring a bell?
Jordan.
Actually, no. That would not sound familiar to you.
One of the guys was thinking really loudly.
That
Sure.
dude came out of nowhere and had such a grip, and his eyes were doing the purple thing. He was
Oh,
full
no.
of purple.
What, really?
Yeah. I'm telling you, he had a grip on me like I've never felt in my life.
There's more purple people?
Is Nasik in here with us?
Yes, hello. What can I do for you?
I mean, does
You
any
good?
of this look like it could be enhanced by magic of some sort?
Oh, the agents, the Koziriks?
Mm.
As she's like just like cut up and bloodied and just a mess. The rank and file that were attacking us, I don't know about that. They just looked like they were the Kosai, the well-trained. We've fought them before, but
Oh, chirp. There was a note. It slammed
yeah.
me in the face.
Here you go.
oh,
Is this a nefarious note?
it
With
looks like
secrets?
it
Gee,
looks like
sure.
one of your glyphs. It reads shred.
Oh,
The glyph of shred.
Someone didn't follow instructions.
No,
Well,
no,
why would
it,
you just say to shred on the paper and nothing else? Maybe it was instructions to just skate.
not. Well,
To just skate
well,
incredibly well.
well, no,
Like
I
at an
think,
Olympic level.
I think it does that.
Skates well?
Good bit, by the way. Good bit.
Chirp puts it on the ground and waits to see if it like tech decks away.
Tech decks away. It looks like it
Does
has
it go
like.
X Games mode?
It looks like it has.
Stop doing child things to my brain. I swear to God, I will
It
show
looks
up
like
at
it
your
has
house.
a back that you can like peel and like stick to something.
Temporary tattoo?
No. I think if you stick this to something, it shimmy stands.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go stick it to Captain
May he rest in
Joran.
peace.
Okay.
good to know.
Best case scenario, it explodes that person, and worst case scenario, they get a cool tattoo.
There's
Uh,
no downside.
There's
Well,
no
in the
downside.
meantime, there is a ship moored at the docks. If we can get a head start, we
We gotta
may
get
be
off
able.
this island.
What?
We gotta get off this island.
Well, yes. I mean, it's now swarming with these goddamn Kaziriks, and if we start early, we can probably beat them there. Now, they will expect us to have fled east, deeper into the island, but we'll be able to move in this form for a short distance before it dissolves, and we can push west before they realize they've lost us.
But they got here
Nitro.
on ships too, right?
Can we take theirs?
Ostensibly.
Let's burn their ships.
It
Burn
depends on
their
how
ships.
things look once we get to the docks. I kind of want to burn that bridge when we get to it.
Literally.
And the ships.
I
I'm
do love
down.
to burn things, and honestly, it's been a while since I've set anything on fire, and that is growth.
Chirp
glad to
grabs
be there.
Nycrom and he goes, "Tell me the gnomes made it."
I also would like to know.
You would like to know?
They're all here, right? They're all in the cloud.
Gnomes?
Uh,
Does everybody have their buddy?
All right, gnome check.
They're people.
Here, here.
We're down 2 gnomes.
Which new? It's important which
Which
two
two?
gnomes.
Oh
Here we
God,
go.
he's rolling for it.
Okay, Neb, Kim, and Milver both made it.
Good.
Okay.
The Farfoots both made it.
Great.
Why were
Oh.
they second?
We lost 2 of the small shadows.
Oh, well, they knew what they were signing up for.
I legitimately rolled for every one of those. I was prepared to kill any of them.
How
I
dare you?
love this
Roll for
vid.
the death of Bora's parents.
This is great.
Dare you?
Bora's parents die off screen.
Oh my God. Roll for
Could you
Jiren now. Look
imagine?
me in the eye and roll for Jiren. Is she alive?
Oh,
Roll for audacity. No, Sharon's here with you. Yeah, she's like,
Oh, you're fine.
Are
What?
Liren and Nazik also with us?
they
no,
are.
Zeke was
yes.
here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been talking for most of this scene.
Yeah.
You all
I
look over.
have a number of traps set up around the island to
That's so
deter
you.
invaders. It's possible I could lead any pursuers through them. Should I remember where they are?
Yes, and maybe tell us beforehand next time. So that
I'm
we
going to
don't-
start thinking
Could
about
I
it.
remember? Oh God. We're gonna die to one of your stupid goddamn
Oh.
booby traps, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Not if I have nothing to say about it.
A double negative means nothing to me.
I'm really sweaty.
You all look over, and Chirp and Dazzle are just feeling each other's foreheads.
What is happening?
Are you
What is
evil?
this?
I don't feel any more evil. Do you feel any more evil?
I heal you 5 more points, Chirp.
Do I feel any more evil?
Nope.
I'm bleeding, but I don't think I'm evil.
You feel bloody, yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
Thank you, Murray.
Yeah, how's everybody doing?
Would you like 5 points of healing, Dazzle?
I would love 5 points of healing.
I give you 5.
okay.
Thank you.
The hideout is now lightly compromised.
This is Silas who speaks up.
We'll
Hi,
be safest.
Silas.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
We'll be safest if we make it to Allied territory on the mainland, and Kesares is the closest. Who
Mhm.
probably won't try to kill us.
All right,
Probably.
Have we
Rangers
been anywhere that someone hasn't tried
and
to kill us?
beloved wives.
Hold
Would
on.
you like to lead us?
Thank you.
Mm.
Just one more question. Who interacted with the tattoo? I haven't felt that in a long time.
What tattoo?
Yes.
Oh, and I like take off the bracer and show like a
It's a
little
cool
book with a
tattoo.
star.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, you know,
And you see Nitram holds up what looks like a sleek, curved metallic pen with a notch in the end. And he holds it up.
I was actually gifted this by Deriza shortly before the Battle of Goldsea Fields. She authorized me on the network as I had been helping with logistics, and it seemed useful for me to be able to communicate at distance. I just never had a chance to use it before everything went south.
Can I send a message to your arm?
And all of the tattoos?
Well, currently it's only authorized to me.
Okay, well, if you ever get tired of that or you feel like somebody should be able to message my best friend's arm,
Or my
I'm
wife?
probably pretty qualified for that. Bora, please not now. I'm probably pretty qualified for that.
Deriza developed this methodology alongside Philemon, and so I frankly have no idea how
Yeah.
it even works. I just know how to press the button.
I don't get
I
it.
look at him and I hold up my hand. I go, "Can my tattoo get messages?"
Valid
That looks
question.
different.
Probably not any good ones.
Wasn't there wasn't there only one line on your tattoo, Dazzle?
Oh, well, there was originally none. We've come a long way since then.
There are presently 3 lines.
Oh.
Yeah, more keep popping up. Maybe they're
Why?
messages.
Why?
I don't know.
Do they happen after any specific incidents?
Well, yeah.
What?
You want to be more specific?
You know how sometimes, even though I don't sleep, I have nightmares?
Oh, yeah.
Usually after that. After somebody tries to contact me through my nightmares when I'm not supposed to be asleep. And I can't be made to sleep by any magical means. I literally can't sleep. And yet,
The
Vince,
way it,
mechanically assume that we are sorkening down to the ship as we're doing this.
Yeah.
the way it basically looks is like
100%.
this. The lines are intersecting as though they will complete a
Oh.
shape once 3 more lines appear.
It's a
I was
little
picturing like a
table.
tally.
Same.
Me too. But we're
It's
getting a
making
little
a little
octagon.
table. And then it's gonna draw a little guy flipping the little table, and that's when you're gonna know that you can't take it anymore, and you're totally evil.
Well, maybe it's the start of a message. Maybe it's going to be a stop sign.
Don't be
Or
evil.
you could
it's gonna
just
say.
stop now.
Mm.
Stop what?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Let's make sure we all move as a unit. By the way, do not break off. Do not be a hero. We lose no one else tonight. And Bora, Fess, congratulations. Wedding was lovely.
It was really
Very
nice. It was a
happy
really
for
nice.
What'd you
wedding.
get us?
Yeah.
Oh, I left it.
Oh.
Is it too late to go back?
A
It's too late
little.
to go back.
Yeah.
God.
Ugh.
I got you a tea service. It was a beautiful porcelain set. They actually harvested the clay for it from Kirahar. It was a tabaxi company. It was very, very expensive. And now the Kaziriks have it.
Is this the time to be discussing what presents may or may not be in the hands of our enemies?
Yes.
Kind
Now they
of.
can make really nice tea.
But you can't anymore. It's gone.
Okay, Murray, I feel like you almost died and it's changed you.
I'm cranky. My
It's
inner
so
thigh
fair.
is dripping blood. It's awful.
Oh,
Are you?
yeah.
Do you need healing?
Jiren pretty well sealed that up, but you are still smarting.
Yeah. No. Jiren put some leaves in my wound and I'm fine.
Yeah, I did
Sorry.
a great job. It worked really well.
Did you do a better job of healing him than you did fighting?
Wow.
Okay, you know what? I'm not too tuckered out to take you down, sister.
Look, it's still my wedding day. I'm still a bridezilla. I'm either
That's
gonna
true.
kill some bad boys or fight with my sister. Y'all get the pick.
You've got like 15 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Murray,
So what are
I
we doing?
understand what you're saying about like let's not care too much about the things that we lost, but at the same time, it's very important to make an itemized list of all the things that have been taken from you, so you know how angry to be at your enemies at any given point.
Oh, but isn't the answer full anger all the time?
Oh, but sometimes it helps to have the list to remember. Sometimes you think you're at full anger, and then you look down and you go, oh, and a tea set? You know, and then you really get there.
As you're all
see.
walking, Dazzle, something hanging from a tree
Yes.
smacks you in the face. And you think it's a vine at first until you realize it's the end of a whip dangling from the tree.
Is there somebody holding on to the whip at the other end?
Nah, it's just like tangled up in there.
Pull it down.
Inscribed on the handle is just the word stronk.
Hey, free whip.
You get the
Is it cool?
impression that this whip could accomplish a single feat of Herculean strength.
The whip could?
Like, you know, Indiana Jones style, like lassoing it onto something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and like,
Or like
What if I
Fast
were to whip
9.
a person with it? Would it just
Yeah,
come in half?
or a car. Like a
It'd
car
probably
could swing.
it'd probably shouldn't be standing, let's be honest.
Incredible.
We gotta
I put it
invent a
around
car.
my bag. I like loop it around my bag.
As
Remember
you
that
walk,
when we're in the ship, if we need to swing the ship on a vine.
Or if I need to swing over and cut a ship in half.
In half?
in half.
Yeah, if I need to
In
cut one of like
half.
the enemy's ships in half.
We are
Uh,
getting more Western. What's happening to us?
I don't
And the
know.
older you get,
the leaves and brush underfoot no longer crunch or shift as you step on them. You're not quite able to pass through objects, but you realize you just don't quite collide with them in the same way. Kind of just moving past them in a sense. More of the Kazirik agents charge through, ethereally brushing past you, and they're all moving to the east side of the island now from the area you've come from.
Fooled 'em.
Yeah, you got them. Before long,
dummies.
the ethereal aura around you fades, and the world returns to normal.
Oh no.
There's currently no activity around you, though, and it seems that the Kaziriks may not have yet caught wind of the deception. Oh, Murray, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I do that. I talk in my head and think I'm doing it out loud. Chirp, can you do that thing that you do that for some reason makes all of our
That
shoes
voodoo you do so well.
and face is really quiet.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. Pass without trace on everybody.
Thank
Oh yeah.
you.
Do you want to? Do y'all want to roll stealth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Add your
Love
bonus
that.
and plus 10.
Can I re-roll?
Yes, you may. We have a few more left. You got like 7 or 8.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Oh my god, it's
I
the
love you,
exact same
Chad.
thing.
Oh no.
Take another one.
I
Okay.
have a 26.
27.
Oh. Damn.
I rolled bad. I got a 30.
30.
30. Fuck out of here.
31.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Beautiful. As you're walking, your pipes up.
Sweetie, now where was that trap that turns people's bones into fire ants?
What the fuck?
Oh, that was, I'm certain I put that. Oh,
Stop! And Sarunan holds his arms out, blocking everyone from moving forward. Those of you who are more arcane inclined notice
Good
the
trap.
ever so faint scent of ozone and mint, and spy the tiniest shimmer in the air. You realize there's a spell effect of some kind placed about 6 inches in front of you.
It smells like ozone.
And mint.
And mint.
Where's
And
my
mint.
super suit?
What?
You what?
Where's my super suit?
Why do you need to know?
Oh my god.
No.
Meanwhile, as you all puzzle over this trap for a moment, we have a confessional for Liren.
Hey.
He was going with Laren.
Gotta say, this is a little bit demoralizing. I thought we'd have a nice, relaxing time watching Bora and Fess get married, and instead, well, we're right back where we started with this bloody war. Although, I'm starting to think that maybe it's not going to be quite this simple. We're getting out of here with maybe, I don't know, 12, 13 people. I'm not sure how many gnomes made it. But we're up against the entire Kaziric military. We're up against Besnos, the Ednina, Polemos. We have to overthrow their entire government with just this little motley crew of misfits, and I hope we have it in us. If what we saw today is anything to go by, then we are in for a tough time when we get up there. Well, at the very least, all of us have earned a bit of a rest. Hope we can get off this island and survive to fight another day. There's one other thing. The information that Dereza entrusted with me about everything under Besnos, that whole chamber beneath there. I wasn't entirely forthright about what is waiting for us down there. Dereza wasn't sure. None of us were entirely sure, but wasn't a weapon, as far as we can tell. Not something that will destroy the city in any truest sense, but we will manage to decipher a single bit of the predecessor text describing that fortification when we found it. All we could discern is that from the predecessor's point of view, they called it the Clean Slate. They described it as something that would start everything fresh. We don't know what that means, but if it's the only chance we have, we're going to have to take it. Liren is deep in contemplation.
Excuse me, how hot does Liren look right now?
I don't even have to roll for it. Smoking.
Okay.
Chirp looks
It's
at Lyra
literally
like,
smoking.
Are you
Fuck
thinking
yeah.
about what you'd be like as fire ants? I'm thinking about what I'd be like as fire ants.
It was the
I'm also
bones.
thinking that. I I'm also thinking that. I kind of think it'd be fun.
Well, it was replacing specifically your bones with fire ants.
It's just
Yeah.
your
Deeply
bones,
concerning.
yeah.
Like the rest of you is still it's the crawling inside that I don't like at all.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's not a fantasy Franz Kafka thing. It's more like a
Oh.
fantasy like alchemy thing.
but think of how efficient and strong you'd be if you were completely made of a colony of ants.
That's
Yeah,
not
what's the ant density? If the ant density is such that they are just also bones because they're just really packed tight in there, I think it's fine.
But
Yeah,
if they're
that's a great
moving-
question.
We're getting a bit into the weeds in this, but
You're the one who
Um,
made it.
the way that I designed it is it replicates the approximate volume of the bone with fire ants, but they're able to like tunnel around and nibble at you from the inside.
I don't like that way you said
Oh.
that.
Oh, that's a very
Now,
different
Are your
thing.
bones deep down enough to where you don't have enough nerves to where you would feel it?
No, you
Well,
can feel bone pain.
You
That's true,
can
do
feel bone pain,
pain.
but I'll remind you, they nibble on everything out from your bones.
Oh, they're
You
gonna
see,
Wait,
the
it-
ants
Wow.
have an inherent need to escape.
Okay.
Mm.
No, is that like added to them? Like they are ants with a sense of get out, or are all ants like that anyway?
Bessela, your wife seems very uncomfortable.
No,
Oh, I'm
go-
sorry. I'm
whatever
sorry,
you
babe.
need to do, it's fine.
Oh, thank you.
It's Xander, not Bora.
The silver sterling chimes in.
We should probably make it look as though our tracks continue through the trap instead of going around. Perhaps is there a way we could go over or above the trap?
How many ants do you think you'd be?
You know what? It's giving me the creepy crawlies as well.
Because I think you lose bone density as you get older.
Ooh, osteoporosis. You're like 8 ants max.
You want to say that to me again?
Yeah. How many ants do you think you would be because you lose bone density as you get older?
No. You don't know that.
I mean, that's science. I'm not trying to.
I'm
make
a
fun of you.
tiefling.
You're different. You're the exception, not the rule. Calm down.
Wait, Fess's bones are metal now. Would they still turn into ants?
It's a good question.
Would
Uh,
the ants be coated in metal?
Are they liquid metal ants?
Pat
Oh,
Cavalier is
awesome.
climbing up one of the trees and
Oh.
jumps over the trap to
Gosh.
the other side.
Okay, well, shit.
You're always been so nimble. Ah.
Those of you who can fly might want to pick up some of the others.
You know, when you stand on a fantasy subway platform
Mm.
and you don't really mean it, but you think, or you stand at the top of a very high building and
Yeah,
you think to yourself, what if I just jumped?
I think
I don't really mean it, but I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what it'd be like if I turned into fire ants, just my bones.
It's
Yeah.
funny you mentioned that. In my
Uh-oh.
initial tests, I was never able to replicate the decibelage of the squeals of pain of anything that is transformed internally into fire ants.
Well, got my answer. Any gnomes want to grab my shoulders? We're going up.
Once a day, I believe.
What was that?
I believe I can only fly once a day, right?
No,
Or
I
when
gave you
you're
total
20?
speed. I give you a 20-foot speed, just flat.
Oh, hell yeah, then. I'll pick up some gnomes.
I look over at Jira and like, can you be bird, please?
Oh, God. Yeah, okay.
Then go. Can you take
And-
Bora first?
He transforms into a large, like condor-like bird, but with almost like this iridescent plumage, and grips you with talons, not terribly delicately, mind you. And
I
like,
take some of her
voice.
feathers for my arrow fletching.
Then as she flaps, she kind of smacks you in the face with a wing and takes you over the trap to the other side.
I look at Dazzle and I go,
Is she number one, is she making fun of me? And number two, is she a better looking bird than I am?
No, just a different looking bird.
No and yes.
Thank you for your honesty.
I think you're a very pretty bird. I'm carrying gnomes by their shirt collars.
And they're just like dangling.
How much of a distance are we talking? Like, is it within like a 30-foot?
It looks like it goes up roughly 10 feet, and in terms of its length, it covers, this is sort of like along a path, by the way. It covers about 20 feet to the side off each side of the path, and in depth, in terms of how far I've traveled forward, it's roughly maybe 5-6 feet. It's not terribly far forward, because the moment you enter it, whoo!
Bora is able to Misty Step, but would that apply here?
You can roll Arcana and see what you know.
Oh, God. She's just going to go for it, but yeah.
Okay. Everyone say goodbye to Bora.
No!
I'm totally joking. You're fine. You Misty Step, you poof on the other side, and you're totally okay. You're not fire-anted.
Good.
It's like, for a second, I was like, this is going to be like the end of Her Majesty's Secret Service.
As you all safely
It'll just be your motivation from now on.
Jeez.
As you all safely cross over the trap, a Kazuric, you okay there, Fess? A Kazuric patrol catches sight of you, drawing strangely gleaming weapons and closing in.
I just want to point out that I have Ella on my back like a little backpack.
Do we have Pomplamoose?
Aw.
Yes.
So how do you get Pomplamoose across?
I shouldn't have said anything. We should. It happened.
Bora really said, "Do we have homework?"
I did.
I think Pomplamoose took a flying fucking leap.
I was
It's a
gonna
massive
say,
moose.
Look,
Yeah, we might
Pomplamoose' posterior chain. That moose has got ups.
Oh, the moose is like half donk. Can you imagine the lift that thing can get?
It's like a shot put.
Yeah. which you do from your ass.
Yeah.
Well, and I've got a javelin to assist us, so I can just
Yeah.
like
That's
pole vault.
physics. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Pole vault.
Pole vault.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I mean.
Stop being bad at track and field. This offends
Like
me.
Venetian rower style, just like launching off. Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Look, it's the only stick I've got.
And you vault.
And it's gonna
over-
make a long jump.
And you vault over the trap. The Kazuric agents begin to close in, and they do, in fact, move right into the field of the trap.
Yay.
And, well, all I can say
Oh, no.
is that what happened next stuck with you for years.
No, I didn't
after
look.
these events.
I did.
I don't watch.
And those of you who watched or heard what took place next, you were never completely the same after this.
Oh, God.
I never am.
Question. Did the spell effect dissipate once the trap was triggered?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Did anyone wander out of the spell radius with ants, but with ant bones? Vince, you
Look
give
how
me the
far
thing
they
I want.
got, because
You
you
give
can't
it to
really.
me.
Oh, that was a natural one. I'll say, I'll give you this. There's like a hand that flopped out.
Oh!
And by the way, these people are now boneless because their bones
Yeah.
are just ants. So they just like flop in like a schlep.
I
With
want
all
to
the
s-
screaming and stuff.
We gotta
I
slice one open.
I stab down to free the ants, but pull the hand out because I also want one of these cool weapons. So both, please.
Oh, mercy
But show me
alive.
the ants. Show me the ants.
Roll me a strength check to see for you to hoist them out of the field.
Yes, I'm bad
like-
at this.
It's like Nightmare Tom Cruise. Show me the ants.
Show me the ants.
I got 4.
Well, you cut them open, and indeed, the fire ants spill out by the thousands in just this bloody cascade of pissed off little mites. And they are going to nibble at you. Fast. They're gonna run up your
What?
arm, and they're gonna bite you.
This is fucked up.
No, thank you for doing it. Thank you for doing it because I have no self-control.
And in a swarm, they're going to deal. They're gonna deal 7 points of poison damage.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
And at the same moment, it might have been the ants. It might have just been another one of Sarunan's traps that you forgot about. All of you feel yourselves begin to age
Oh, no.
as wrinkles form.
Are
as
we
you
on the
grow
shoreline?
hoarse and
Are we at the-
hunched,
Are we on the beach that makes you get older?
Oh, yeah.
and you all age up at least 50 years.
50.
We went to the beach that makes you get old.
Right.
Hold on. I want it to be known that Fess was only ever like 21. And adding 50 years, she's a black half elf. I look great. Black don't crack. I'm fine.
Oh,
Elf
Dazzle is
dead.
about the same age, but does not look nearly as good.
Purple gears, who knows?
Chirp is dead. Chirp's dead. He
No.
died. Chirp is
dead.
dead now.
You and me both.
Chirp and
bud.
Murray are both husks.
So, you just look like a crispy cooked bird. No feathers, I imagine.
No, it's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Everybody looks over, and I'm just a giant roast turkey.
You look like a fantasy velociraptor.
Murray looks
God,
like
I
that
bet you
guy who
do.
drank from the wrong cup of Christ.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every step I take, I get shorter and rounder until I would say I have hunched over probably a good like 6 to 7 inches. I am probably around 5 foot something now.
We've been Shyamalan.
Yeah.
The twist.
That sound is happening all
Terrifying.
the time.
I've got to tell you, I definitely feel like I'm slowing down a bit.
Naziko, no.
I'm Nazik, hello.
Why do you
Since-
smoke now?
Since Asimars live to be about 160 or up to 160,
Oh, fuck off. You're doing great.
I'm gonna say that I age in the Asimar equivalent of 50
That's roughly
years.
what we're looking at.
I
Yeah.
think
Oh,
that's
okay.
fair.
That's rude. Come on,
Rude.
young hot gang, let's go.
Young hot gang.
That's me, the young hot gang.
Where does his teeth go?
Oh, Murray, your teeth. Oh,
Where did-
my voice.
What happened to my teeth? I feel like I might have swallowed them.
How is
Oh.
it that you're faster speaking?
God, I hope not.
And like
I
Murray
feel
somehow
like I
still
don't
has
have a lot of time left. I gotta speak faster.
Murray
Your
still
teeth
has
are
like
just getting in the way.
the entire six pack, but like it's sagging down to like mid thigh.
It's fine. That's great. It's beautiful.
It's a drooping six pack.
I look like have you guys ever seen Fantasy the Dark Crystal? Do you remember Ogra?
Yeah.
That's what I look like.
Oh,
I
mercy.
definitely look like one of the Skeksis.
Hey, at least we're from the same fantasy franchise.
Dazzle already has white hair, so her hair is just like a little more like ragged and longer, and she's just kind of like her posture is worse, and her wings like just droop behind her and drag a little bit instead.
Your Thea and Sarunin also look like freaking husks.
Sarunin! Why did you do this?
I don't.
And
You're
he
gonna have
coughs
to
out.
Christ, that's an old person.
He coughs out what looks like his tongue.
Ah!
Murray, I'm gonna be honest with you. That guy makes you look young.
Thank you. Buddy, and I go and pick up his tongue, and I hold it up to Dazzle, and I just say, could you clean it for us?
I reach up and prestidigitate it.
Oh man, I can taste it. I can taste it.
Do you have some fantasy Pepsodent? Just gotta get like a
Okay.
caulk on there to get it kind of
I,
cemented in there.
Sensodyne.
I'm gonna take a lot of the random pills from my pocket.
Oh, here we go.
This feels like dying.
My fear of aging is making me full sweat right now. This is amazing.
Murray, can I have one of those pills? This
Oh
does
yeah!
feel bad.
Hey everyone!
Murray,
Please help with old.
just Murray, go ahead and roll on the wild magic table for me.
Okay. Oh boy. And is that a
That's a D100.
Yeah, present out. Okay.
Yeah.
57.
Okay. Let's see what that's gonna be. Pulling it up right now. Here we
Cure
go.
major wounds. Weird. Wow.
Wow.
Get younger.
Okay.
Get younger and
Get
hotter.
younger.
So strange, so
For the
crazy.
next minute, what the fuck? For the next,
You tell me.
for the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flame.
Boats, don't touch the boats. We're gonna go touch the boats. We took the pills. We're gonna touch the boats.
We're singing a song.
Babe,
touch the
you
boats, touch
sound
the
like
boats.
jazz. I'm an old black lady. I love jazz.
Chirp looks at Bora and is like, okay, so our ship's about 50 yards down on I'm Sheldon the turtle from Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
nauseous.
you
I'm
are.
nauseous.
Turn the page. Wash your hands.
So our ship's about 50 yards down on the shore. Where are the Kaziric ships? I can't see anything.
How are you still alive?
We're not even at the beach yet.
Oh my
We
god.
gotta keep. Why are there so many old people in this party?
Chirp starts walking. He's like, if it's 100 yards from here, we can get there in about 4.5 days.
Okay.
All right, everyone.
Murray,
Let's continue to the beach.
We just
Where
gotta
did
keep.
you get cigarettes from?
They came with the age. I don't know.
I checked my pockets.
Yes,
you actually do have a single cigarette. There it
I
is.
smoke it
Oh,
stupidly.
Yeah.
Dusting off an oldie.
I was just gonna
Uh,
say we're gonna keep on going, and Bora has like a sensible short haircut, and has like the pep of a mall walker, and will easily fall for a timeshare like trap if someone were to present it to her.
Amazing.
But she's a healthy older lady. Who's just,
You do
Damn.
continue delicately through the forest.
I
in the
don't go
distance-
delicately.
I just like put an arm to like help Chirp. I'll put like my wing around and his wing.
Same. We're like holding each other up wing. We're
Yeah.
like, oh, you remember back in the old days when we were young in the old folks' home?
Yeah, that's a little ironic, isn't it?
What?
It's never mind.
Did you just say that was erotic?
Well, it was a little bit of that too.
what?
Wait, is that what this pill does?
Oh no.
Did you take a blue one?
No, I took a few. I took a few, my friend.
Murray, who's definitely tripping, thinks he's now flammable
I'll
for
get
some reason.
I'll get Murray on the other side.
Careful, don't touch me! I'm going to burst into flames. Oh, Pamplemousse. Did Pamplemousse get aged?
Old horse.
I'm so Western now.
Old moose. Old
Okay.
Well,
moose.
that's right. I forgot. As you get older, you get more Western.
You get more Old West as you
I
age.
forgot. That's
forgot we're all-
me.
For some reason, Nazi got French.
You're old timey.
Now, I would like to run ahead as far as I can, since I know that the plan was to set ships on fire with the Kaziric flag. I remember. Oh, don't touch anything.
Well, it does only last for 1 minute, so we'll see how far you
I
can
want
get.
to run.
Not very far.
Get outta
Murray,
here with your
Murray toddles
limitations.
into the jungle. And as you progress, Chirp actually, you notice a star in the sky. You're not entirely sure why you notice it, but it stands out to you, and you feel almost as though it was watching you.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. Have a good one.
Finally, you feel the earth. You feel the earth loosening beneath your feet.
under your
The sky
skin.
tumbling down, and the trees thin. You've made it to the beach, and a faint glow on the horizon tells you that dawn is not terribly far. A couple more things as well. Murray, as you
Yes.
toddle about,
Also, I want to follow Murray.
as
Thank
Dazzlin-
you.
as you two toddle about, Murray, you passing by one of the trees on the shoreline just before the beach, you see what appears to be a throwing knife sticking out of it.
Can I grab it without putting it on fire?
The knife is not flammable, so yes, absolutely, you can grab it.
Nice.
Or is it?
Or is it?
I grab it.
And inscribed on the hilt of the throwing knife is just the word trade.
I have to
Meanwhile-
gift it. Okay.
Meanwhile,
In addition to that, since since it says trade, I take out one of my blow darts and I put it back in the hole. So it's a fair trade.
That's beautiful. Great. And then Fess, you actually also kick something in the sand. You kind of trip over it a little bit.
Oh, am I still old?
You're feeling the age begin to recede.
Okay.
Slowly. But your foot does hit something in the sand. You almost lose your balance on it, but digging it out, you find what appears to be like an armor ring, like a claw, that would fit over one of your fingers. And in
Immediately put it on.
I see the Schwartz is with you.
No.
Oh my god.
My
It's
childhood.
a lightsaber.
And inscribed into the edge of the claw just says Sunder.
Oh, that's very cool. Hey, babe, you do more fighting in person. Do you want to wear this?
Oh, it looks like a lot of responsibility. Okay.
Yeah. Also, can I just say really quickly, I always wanted to grow old with you. And then we did. And that fucking sucked.
That was really fast.
Yeah. Everything
Hey.
hurt.
It could have been worse. There could have been fire ants.
Yeah.
There were fire ants. My
There
hand is
were.
Oh,
really
but you
itchy.
chose that.
That's fair.
Are you feeling okay? And then she's going to do a quick, like 4 or 5 point lay on hands.
Oh, thank you. I do have half of an arrow. I think I snapped off the arrow,
It's still
but
just
like
sticking in there.
I never healed myself. I'm doing very badly.
And
know
it does
what?
have those inward facing barbs, so it's
Oh.
real hard to get out.
I go to pull. I'm like, huh, oh, this is gonna suck. And I put my weird razor hair or like steel hair braids in my mouth and just pull it and scream.
Immediately lay on hands, 7 points. I'm tapped out.
Okay, because tugging it out dealt an additional 5 points of damage as
That's
you
fine.
rip it out of you.
Cool. I healed 2 points.
Uh,
Doing great.
however, hacking a bit of lung.
Oh,
Though it is still rather dark, your eyes, now that you've reached the beach, can make out the silhouettes of what appear to be possibly 5, 6, or more Kaziric ships in the waters between you and the mainland. One Kaziric marked ship is docked a little bit down the beach, but the rest seem to be forming a blockade in the sea.
Rude.
And not far from you, up the other side of the beach, is the dock with the Triumphant Trio's ship currently moored. Murray, are you going to try and set the Kaziric ship on fire to
So-
charge for it?
I'd like to help. So since some of them are not docked here,
Most aren't, yes.
I mean, Murray's so old right now. His body has to be pretty much dust. I should be able to pick him up. I'm not that old.
I'm also
Sure.
carrying
So I'd like
Ella.
to pick him up.
Reversing now as well, right, Vince?
It is,
You
the
left
age
Ella
is
behind on
reversing, yes.
Pamplemousse?
What?
Could you have left Ella on Pamplemousse?
Yes, but I had just established that I was
Yes, but I
wearing her
didn't.
like a backpack.
can you?
So,
Well, Ella's
I
also
mean-
very old.
yes.
And technically, you haven't taken away the +10 to my strength yet.
This is your last shot with it.
This is all I want. I want to pick up Murray and I want to fly so that I can like swoop in and have him set the ships on fire.
Perfect.
And while
So-
doing so, I want to bring out my whip
Oh my.
and I want to
gosh.
slash one of those ships in half.
Okay, well, I'll
I
say the
understand I'm
other
asking for a lot
the
here.
other ships are like half a mile out to
Are-
sea.
Are we
Oh.
like? Are
Um,
you? No, hold on. Are you like carrying me and I'm just going like? Doo, 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 doo?
That was the plan.
Okay, great. I didn't know if you were dropping me. Okay.
Oh no! My plan was
Oh,
to
yeah, I
hold
thought
you
you were
over
like
them.
just gonna bomb with Murray, just like released.
I also thought
I'm
that.
gonna hold on to Murray.
Just
Okay.
touch as you fly by.
Unfortunately, hope you don't mind. Well, hope you don't mind. And I start disrobing, and I keep bundling up various pieces of clothing, lighting them on fire, and dropping them so they light the ship on fire. Because we're not gonna
Nice.
touch it. We're not going down to the ship, right?
Yes.
Hey, Chirp,
the idea
spit
would
on
be-
And they
his
can't-
clothes. You're
can't
mostly
be-
alcohol now.
And my breath is flammable, but I need a source.
You're
Um,
not drunk.
Oh,
I mean, the clothes.
oh, there! I take off my pink scarf that I was wearing. I ball it up. It becomes a ball of fire in my hands. It doesn't burn me. I'm cool.
And then you blow through
And then
it.
I just keep going.
Dracarys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
just,
become a dragon.
Oh my
just
god.
dive bomb. Now, bear in
Together,
mind,
we're a dragon, Dazzle.
Dazzle
Together
has
we're a
exactly
dragon.
20 feet of flying. So you manage one dip and then crash land into the sand.
Oh, dip.
All right.
However,
Ow.
the
It's kinda
boat
awesome
is
for a
a
minute,
flame,
though.
and you both have a lot of sand in your mouths, which, as we all
doesn't
know, is
feel
the
any
literal
different.
worst feeling.
I already felt disgusting and dry.
And you're all back to your youthful selves now, relatively speaking.
I hated that. I'm
Gosh.
just gonna go on record. Hated
Yeah,
Uh,
that
how-
sucked. Ugh.
However, the ship is going up in flames, deckhands who are on fire diving into the water. The few that remain, that is. The other ships in the Kaziric fleet are far out to sea, apparently attempting to stop or blockade any attempt at making it to the mainland should someone try to break away. And
How far away?
like between a half mile and a mile. Like they're out there, out to sea.
Cool. I can't shoot him that far.
Nikram does come up after he's seen what you've done to this ship.
Well, we've made it.
Yeah.
This is, however, more ships than I was expecting. We could.
But one less than
attempt-
there were.
It's true.
Huh?
But we could attempt to draw them away, but we only have the one ship.
And as he says that, Nazik is staring at something on her wrist with rapt attention. I'm not so sure about that. And she points, and just a little ways out to sea, you see a churning of surf, a great bubbling, and before you, you see a bow break the surface, and in the blink of an eye, an entire ship rises from the water in an incredible burst, and on the side, in rough, hand-scrawled lettering, it reads, the kombucha.
Oh. How?
And the crew is waving and screaming from the deck, we kept her safe for you. Don't kill us. We were good crewmates.
Can I just ask one question?
Yes.
Do you mean the Ayatcha?
Oh, well, yes. You see, back in that episode when you named the boat, the deckhand had no clue how to spell it.
He
and
called
so
it the kombucha?
and so scrawled kombucha on the side of the boat.
I remember that.
I wasn't
did
here
you-
for that.
And you thought I'd forget that bit.
Oh my god.
Okay. So your forearm gets messages and your forearm calls boats.
Oh no, I was tracking the boat. I did not summon the boat.
How did the boat get here? How did you get here?
Oh, it's a whole story. I'll break it all down for you once you're on board.
All
Okay.
right.
Cool.
Okay.
Hen. Yes,
Well,
yes,
that-
yes.
We have so much. We have a bar and we still have a boat.
I'm
We're
very-
really moving on up in the world.
Well, we have
This is
two
generational
vessels.
wealth.
Uh-huh.
We need an escape.
Then, no, this will work. My friends, I will be taking the other ship, the ship docked by the triumphant trio.
But they'll destroy you.
I feel I will have a chance to outrun them. I'm going to run the blockade and give you time to escape and provide a distraction for you. You all, I'm sure, no doubt could find some incredibly clever way to disguise or obfuscate your ship, but you'll never make it through the Kaziric fleet without someone to pull their attention.
Thank you.
Don't... You accepted that plan rather fast.
Yeah, you really did.
Cool, thanks,
We were-
bye.
Yeah, no, it's really chill of you to do that.
Yeah,
for
great.
us. Yeah.
Look, we don't have to
Good
accept it.
guy.
I'm still gonna say thank you. It was a nice offer no matter what.
Oh, I accept it.
But
Raise your
don't-
hand if you accept the plan.
In all sincerity, though, don't worry about me. I'll be fine, and I will meet you on the mainland once I've gotten away.
Do you say
And
so?
Silas
like their
walks up to
confidence.
Nightgrum. I'm going as well.
No.
Oh, that's
no.
not at all needed.
Bad
No,
plan.
No.
It
You
was a
can't
good plan.
handle the
now
rigging
it's a
alone.
bad plan.
Chirp, chirp.
What?
We'll be okay. Really.
No, he'll be okay. You won't be okay.
One person can't manage the rigging of the entire ship, and he knows that. We'll make contact with you once we've docked at the mainland.
You
you
said
want
you're.
Do you want some of our guys? We don't even know him.
Do you want some of our guys?
We're
We'll
not.
take Silas, and you can have like 3 of the kombucha guys. Silas,
Jiren-
don't do this.
Jiren's like, you fucking what? Oh, them. Okay.
You
Um,
want
would
to
never.
You want to give cannon fodder of wedding guests?
No, from the kombucha.
Chirp. And he
Yeah,
puts his
Oh,
hands
from the
on your
kombucha.
shoulders.
Silas, no, you're just now Silas again. This is
Yes.
everything is working out. We don't have to. You don't have to do this. Nightcrum has to do this.
There's no one else I can trust. Mostly because Ella's the only one who pilots boats and she's asleep.
Yeah.
There's no one else who I can trust here who would
Well,
be
and when
able
she
to handle
pilots them,
it.
they kind of
Doesn't have a great track record. That's true.
doesn't have a great track record with the ship.
Wait.
Look, I'm going
Silas,
to be okay.
but what about the
Chirp.
fledglings?
I will be back for them.
You can't guarantee that, and they need you.
Turka and Silas. Jiren, will you go with them too? Keep them safe. You've
think I could
survived
manage
so
that.
much.
She's
It's
a
been
much
long
bigger bird
time
than
since
you are
I've
sometimes.
Been, in that sea, but I think I could handle it.
Hey, Chirp.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any more of that special dust that makes you boat better?
Yeah.
Can you give
Oh,
that?
Jesus Christ.
Well,
So here's what we're gonna
just
do.
take it. Also, are you
Silas?
planning on ramming the ship?
No, we simply need to get their attention and push them south so you can make a break for the mainland and get to
Oh.
shore.
I
Chirp,
thought you were
chirp.
breaking the line.
Chirp splits the dust in half and hands half to Silas and goes, "You don't eat it. I learned
Oh.
that you don't eat it."
I would
You-
have assumed you ate it.
Yeah, right. It looks like you eat it. You
What happens if you
don't.
eat it?
Oh, it's gastrointestinally. You do not want to find out.
Just okay.
Just dust it on you. Stand at the stern of the ship and just fly. You'll make it.
Okay.
We'll make it too.
Let's get a move on.
Damn
Nightgrim,
right, good call with the dust.
Yeah.
Nightgrim and Silas board their vessel. And before they do, actually, Nightgrim places a hand on Ella's shell and says to her, with no consideration that she's able to hear him, but says,
I promise I'll be back. I told Rulik I would look out for you, and I intend to keep that promise. I will see you again.
and then
Chirp
Hands off.
Chirp puts his hand on Nightcrum and he goes, "But in all seriousness, she thought she lost you once. Just make it through safe, okay?"
Oh, I will. I'm actually quite the boater.
I think it's a sailor.
Boatist.
But that's
Let
good.
it go.
But
I
that's
I think it's
good.
boatist.
I'm not getting a lot of
Jennifer
good signs,
Bodington.
but
Yeah.
if you say so.
I'm a
You
good
laughed
sea
like you were in a
seaman.
Mary Poppins movie.
Nightgrim and Silas board their vessel and get to work setting sail,
And
taking
Jiren.
off.
And Jiren.
Yes. And
Jiren.
Jiren, yeah, sorry.
Jiren, get
Nightgrim,
the fuck on the
Silas-
boat. I told you.
Oh, sorry. Look, I was building a sandcastle. Oh shit, sorry. Hang
Hey,
on.
Jiren, you got some good spells. Don't fucking die. Get on the boat.
Okay, I'm like 4 slots down right now.
Yeah, but
Um,
you got some good. You got tidal wave. Good. Good.
And she gets on the ship with the others as well, and they take off toward the Kazirik blockade. All of them waving at you, giving you a salute as they take off. And Fess, as the ship begins to pull away from the dock, Jiren makes eye contact with you and gives you gives you a little hand sign that back when you were kids was kind of like when you worked in the home and you didn't really have a lot of opportunity to feel like you were part of anything. She developed this whole little system of signs and signals to kind of help you feel like you were part of some kind of resistance, like you were still fighting back in like your own personal way before all of it really did actually take off. And she flashes you one of those little symbols right now.
Without even thinking, like Fess's face like breaks into like that full like little kid grin, and she like returns the gesture and then adds like a middle finger to it just because she's spicy.
I love you.
And they take off to sea, running at the blockade at an angle, sweeping around and getting the attention of the ships, which they slowly begin to push south.
We gotta go quick.
Meanwhile, a rowboat arrives from the kombucha.
Such a name.
Everybody on board?
Mm.
Oh, the kombucha's ready to go.
You've no idea how much joy this brings me. I've always wanted a houseboat.
And he starts like rowing you all toward the ship. Sarunin opts to stay behind on the beach. And then as you all arrive at the ship and start getting on, he claps his hands and shouts into the sky,
"Witness the power of Mr. Vree as I call the elements to do my bidding. Waves most high and oceans deep, see that I fly by water's leap."
Oh my God.
And it reminds you vaguely
You're
of a
the
cat you
reason.
once knew.
Yeah.
And
Nice
then-
spellcasting.
Wait, you're the reason Murray doesn't believe in magic. You have to be, because that is ridiculous. Even I think you're faking it.
That's what you all look like to me.
The water churns, and with a water spout. Sorry, that came out different than I intended. The water
You
spout.
don't eat it.
Who ate it? Who ate the dust?
That sound came out so much cleaner than I expected. A water
was
spout
that
jabs
cleaner?
Sarunin in the
Yeah,
ass
that was
and
clean.
hoists him onto the boat.
Wait, that's the clean take. What's the other
Dirty
take?
take.
3 more.
Honestly, they're all gonna sound like that. If you want to get 3
Yeah.
wild on the water spout
What were
sound,
you
it's gonna
expecting?
Yeah, I don't think any of those is what you needed.
be.
It also cleans you out pretty good.
But we're gonna move on.
As you
The
arrive
magic
on
comes
the
from the
kombucha,
diaphragm.
as you land on the deck of the kombucha, we have a confessional for Murray.
I think I'm gonna steal this boat for a second time one day. I know it's the group boat, but I think it'd be really fun to commandeer it for my own. Don't tell anybody that. I'm gonna hold you to it. You and your crew, not allowed to spill the beans. I think they'd find it fun. Just after our little adventure, just poof, the kombucha disappears. And then maybe I disappear for a couple of weeks with the boat, and then they have to come and find me. Oh, I think Chirp and Dazzle would like that very much. I think they'd find that funny, and also would probably be like, "Oh, look at you with all your stealing capabilities." Yeah, well, I think I'm getting old twice now has put some things into perspective. It was a really nice wedding, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Barbara's not with us. Do you think she's the one that tipped them off? I gotta go tell someone.
And there we was, sailing circles around the Aresian Sea.
Where's Barbara?
What?
Barbara!
And
Did you leave her in the rope trick?
Uh-oh.
You hear a yes, dear,
Oh,
under deck,
shoot.
and she arrives in chaps and all, up from below decks
Of
with
this boat.
a plate of muffins.
Ooh, muffins.
How?
I eat a muffin.
I
Don't ask
only,
Barbara how.
I only eat Bella's muffin.
Would you like a muffin, dear?
No, I dive off the side of the boat.
The crew throws you a donut as they continue their story.
Is it one of Barbara's donuts? I don't want it.
It's a floaty. It's one of the floaty sorts.
Chirp looks at Barbara and is like, listen, Murray's kind of like an avoidant attachment type. If you back up a little bit, like Murray will come running towards you again. But you gotta,
oh, no,
you gotta
I'm
just
going to get that boy.
Oh my gosh, I am.
I'm
Murray's
going to lock that little man down.
Whoa! Here's the thing, Barbara.
I love
Literally and
you.
figuratively.
Let me be super clear. I'm on Team Barbara. I'm rooting for you.
yeah.
So the
I
girl
love
had a
this.
Scottish accent.
Oh yeah. Cool. How's those muffins
There
though?
it is.
Girl, toss me a muffin.
Oh.
It's just a basketball.
It's a basketball dog.
You also got to be careful because most things are innuendos.
Correct.
When
Chirp
speaking
leans
with Barbara,
over.
you got to be extra careful.
Chirp leans over the side of the boat and is like, uh-oh, buddy. The muffins are real good.
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
Oh, Murray's already sampled the muffins plenty.
Let's go.
Most things are a double entendre. Dazzle was right.
Murray just dunks his whole head while in the donut, embarrassed.
The crew starts to wheel you back up.
He's just, it's around his like upper, and he's just letting
Angry
it
and
happen.
dangling.
Dripping.
Well,
Oh,
in any
Murray.
event, we got to debating because we realized we had no way to contact all of you, but if we attempted to leave with the boat, you'd probably murder us, so we were at a bit of an impasse. And then, suddenly, one day, we hear a great clapping, and the boat just starts to sink. A few of the crew abandoned ship, but me and the Salty Bottoms, that's what we call each other, you see.
The salty bottoms?
The Salty Bottoms.
Chirp
You
looks over
named,
at
hold on,
Barbara.
you named yourselves the salty bottoms?
We workshopped a few ideas, and we all
And that's
voted
what
on
you
that
came.
one.
That's what you
And
landed
that-
on.
That was the
What were
winner.
What were the ideas you didn't go with?
Yeah, give
Well-
me 3 that you didn't go with.
Well, they were all salty in nature. We have
Cool.
a limited imagination as pirates, you see.
Uh-huh.
We had the salty dogs. We had
Okay,
the salty
great.
dolphins. We
Uh-huh.
had the salty shenanigans, which was just a bit of a mouthful.
But I like where you were going with the alliteration. I see why you
Yeah.
picked it.
Oh, that was Dave. Yeah, Dave came up with the 2S thingy. Good
Hey.
job, Dave.
Way to go, Dave.
Thank you.
It's like you're naming a
You
horse.
didn't use
So
it.
is the whole boat kinky? Because, like, Barbara's here too. And she's got a lot of sub
Oh,
energy.
no, Barbara just got on board. I don't know where she found the muffins. We don't
Is she a
bake.
KinkRomancer?
Okay, well, in any event, we went down with the ship and popped up here, so that's pretty much the whole story.
That's
And I
amazing.
believe I'm gonna roll a statue for Barbara as a KinkRomancer.
Yeah, she has to be a KinkRomancer.
She keeps popping up in places where she shouldn't.
That's
She
the
clearly has
power.
some sort of sexy powers.
Stupid sexy powers.
So wild.
Is she?
I think you know what? She has a power of kink that even I cannot fully understand.
Listen, someone get Wizards on the Coast on the phone stat. We've got a new class.
She can
KinkRomancer.
cast summon brats at the second level, and it's great.
We're at a second level.
I love this.
Get out.
Oh no.
Well, amidst all this, the kombucha launches off, and as
I
you
want you to know how
sail,
familiar is a little leather puppy.
oh boy,
We're just in
Uh,
search of the
ooh.
salty tops.
Power word safe. Like a safe word.
Power word safe.
Now, for balance sake, are they looking for the sweet tops or the salty
Ooh.
tops?
You know?
Wizards of the Coast, call us.
It's not even Pride Month.
Come on. We'll give you at
Oh,
least
baby.
1 Mercer's worth
We
of
proud
output.
every month,
We've got
baby.
it. We've got it.
They're only proficient in leather armor. It's so specific.
yeah. Yeah.
oh Jesus.
You can't grapple or bind them without their permission.
They're too slippery.
Specific class feature is they do get rope trick.
Yeah. It all works. It all works.
Hold on, this is perfect. We gotta get to the DM's guild. And
Hurry,
it's free.
someone.
We got work to do.
You there, boy. Take this to the Gygax mansion immediately.
Barbara returns below decks.
Oh.
And amidst all this, the kombucha launches off.
I'll say.
As you sail, and the dawn just begins to break over the horizon, that same bright star is leering down at you, Chirp.
Oh,
and while it seems to be watching you still, it's also getting brighter.
Is this because of the kinky stuff that I said about Barbara?
To be clear, only Chirp can see the star. All of you who see Chirp like gazing into the sky don't really notice anything special about it.
Chirp looks up at the star and
Are
whispers,
you having a confessional, Chirp?
Yeah.
What? Wait, you guys feel that too?
What? Oh,
Chirp looks up at the star and goes, Cora?
What?
And Chirp, to you, the star suddenly seems nearly blinding in its brightness, searing into your mind and dealing 7 points of radiant damage. You hear a female voice echo in your thoughts. Murderer of my beloved priesthood.
I know,
And she
I'm
sounds
so
irate.
sorry. I know, right? That was totally my bad.
You feel, Chirp, as though you've been cursed in some way, though you cannot
Always
tell
felt
for
that
certain
way.
how.
Oh boy, I didn't mean there was a devil, and I didn't. You clearly are not in the mood to talk now, but we should talk soon.
She seethes, and you feel the light from the star recede. One of the
Chirp, are you
crewmates.
okay?
Yeah, well, you.
Evil check.
What just happened?
No, I think we're good.
Why do you smell kind of tasty? The fuck? Did something happen to you? Are your feathers singed?
Maybe. We've been through a lot. This is the first wedding I've ever been officially invited to. Are they all like this?
Oh, it could be.
Probably.
But in the end, it got what I wanted. And Bora will take Fess's hands.
Oh, I lean in.
We found a couple of things down below decks that I suppose were left behind from a previous shipment, wondering if you all want them.
And he holds up a little glass orb with something sparkling inside. And inscribed on the side, it just says stillness.
Let's save that for Ella for when she wakes up. That
Oh,
feels
put
like
it in the
Ella
shell.
to me.
Put it in
What?
the shell.
And
What else?
we also found this.
And ignites, did my best. Ignites a beam
Was
of
that
light
water rushing?
out from, it sounded better in person, out from a hilt. And you see this great blade of light extend out from it.
I would like to race Chirp for this.
Yeah,
just
you
because
tried.
just because I'm a bad friend. What is this roll to snatch this?
I'd say let's do a athletics or acrobatics.
Gotta be
Both of you can
acrobatics.
choose either one you want.
Now,
I'm
as
guessing you're both acrobatics.
a third-party referee, I will say that rerolls are on the table for either side. Go bananas.
Yeah,
Let's make
burn
this
them,
happen.
burn them up.
That's a natural fucking 20.
Yo!
What's your total?
26.
I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna need a reroll. But even
Go for
Take
it.
it.
Rude.
no, see, even if I
Can you beat a 26?
I can only match it.
Do you want to try to match it?
I'll do another one.
Burn it down.
We have 5 rerolls left.
Burn it down.
Burn it.
Okay. Okay.
Close.
Okay. Okay.
No, can't beat
And
it.
Fess grabs the fantasy lightsaber out of the crewmate's hand,
What's this?
and the blade
Sure.
recedes back in.
Chirp immediately, just his eye twitching, is like, "That's
Hey, buddy.
okay. It's your wedding day. It's your special day. You're the
What do you mean?
bride."
You can have whatever you want. It's your day. It's not
Oh,
even
did
a big
you?
deal.
Do you look like you want this? Do you want this?
Not if you want it. Not on your special day.
Are you lying to me, Chirp?
No, I would never lie to you. Anything you do, anything you need on your special day, if that's what you want, you can have.
I think technically our special day may be over at this
Give me the
point.
lightsaber! You know I want a lightsaber.
Also,
What do you give
Chirp
me
loves
for
us
it?
very much, but would definitely lie to you.
No, yeah, for sure. What will you give me for it?
I have.
I'm very good with melee weapons, and I just start wanging it around my head. I
I'll
hit
go
myself
hold
in the
up.
forehead a little bit, like ow.
Oh yeah,
Just
you're
the hit.
great. You're
Kill.
super good.
I'm gonna
You're
go-
super good on close. Hey,
wait.
he holds up. I have a temporary tattoo that turns somebody into fucking shimmy stand.
Excuse me, that was mine.
Don't give me a Murray gift.
Wait. I didn't get to use this, and I hold up my whip.
Wait, no. This is about you. You have a very cool whip that can do a strong thing, and I am tormenting my best friend.
Oh,
I have,
I'll give it to you if you give it to Chirp.
for some
Look.
reason, I have one,
You're so
two
nice.
penny whistles. I don't know why I still, and then
Pick up
I
the penny
have,
whistles he throws down, put them back in his pocket.
Put your whip back on your body. This is no. We're going to go full Godfather.
Fight for it.
You owe me a favor. No, I already won. I won by being faster than you.
Oh.
I have 13 silver rings.
Nope, you owe me a favor at some point in the future.
That's good. It's a good
Oh, I'd
bargain.
do a favor for you anyway.
I know, but I just wanted
Don't
to try
tell
to
her
grab a thing
that.
fast.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, careful.
And you are reminded, Chirp, that it has one use.
Oh, if I
Save
see
it.
Joran. Oh, it's on.
Oh, hell yes.
Well, the Kazirik blockade is distant now, working southbound down the coast. The rest of your journey proceeds without incident and rather quickly as you anchor a little ways out from the Arisian coast. And there is where we will end for tonight, as all of you level up,
Wait, without Kaylee.
including Ella from her studio apartment.
Kaylee doesn't get to level up.
Just
That
Kaylee
would
doesn't
be
get to.
terrible.
Thank
That
you,
would be the
all of
meanest
you,
thing.
for joining tonight. Thank you for blowing through that dono goal. We're about to proceed to our next wonderful episode of a very pet adventure. The
Thank
crew
you.
has just
Thank
entered.
you for getting me my lightsaber, you
Yeah.
beautiful people.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. This is our lightsaber. We did it together.
The
We did it
pets
together.
Have just entered the mines of Molria as they
Molria.
proceed to Oak Doom when they discover a cryptic message warning them to flee. But before we throw over to that, let's go around the table, remind everyone who we are, who we've been, and where to find us.
Yes, I am Xander Jeanneret, and I've been Bora, your Furbolg Paladin Ranger, and very happy wife. And you can find me all over the internet at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F. My main hub is Twitter, but I do Twitch streaming on here, as well as some storytelling throughout the week. So find my schedule out there, and I'll see you in the stories.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Maria Iyengar. The happy life to my my sweet friend's happy wife. You can catch me on
That was good,
social
that was
media. Yeah, right? That's good. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddy. I stream all over the place. On Wednesdays, you can catch me on Into the Motherlands on Cypher of Tears channel at 4 p.m. We're back for season 3. Ah, it's so good. And on August 18th, in the same time slot, because oops, you can catch the premiere of The Seven, the newest Dimension 20 season where I play Antiope Jones. I live for that Ranger Danger, so you can catch her over there at 4 p.m. on dropout.tv. On Thursdays, you can catch me over at Critical Roles channel running Exandria Unlimited. We are gearing up for the finale, and then there's going to be a chat back after. So catch up and come with us for the end of this amazing tale that we've weaved thus far. There's some other streams coming up. I don't remember when they are, so you gotta follow me on Twitter because I for sure did not put them in my calendar. So I'm just gonna stop talking.
I know the feeling.
Hi, I'm Sage Ryan. I've been Dazzle, your fallen Azamar warlock and maid of honor.
Yeah.
It's my greatest accomplishment in life. Give her this. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Sage. I stream on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. You can also find me on the D&D channel, the Black Dice Society. You can find me on Schmosh and Schmosh Games and Mad Cave Studios, talking about comic books. I think that's the most of it. And here on this channel, a whole dang lot.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Anthony Carboni. I have been Chirp Burbington, your honest, forthright, and caring, lightsaber wielding Aarakocra monk. When I am not here, you can find me everywhere at A Carboni, except on Twitch, where I am at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings, I'm here with Sage. We do a morning news show at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come watch. It's very good. Every Friday, which is today, I have a new episode of my science comedy podcast with Jeff Kanata called We Have Concerns. This week's episode is all about how people the world over are actually measurably lonelier than they were 10 years ago. But it's fun. It's a comedy show. You're going to love it. And I believe that's everything for right now.
Cool. I'm Gina DeVivo, and tonight I was playing your sparkling, withering husk of a man named Murray. And you can find me doing this lovely show. And if you like Star Trek and me and Xander, you can go check out Q Time's channel. They have just lovely shows in general, so follow them and support them. And the people that run that channel are lovely in every way, and they do great shows. So follow them and check out Star Trek too, because there's going to be a fun episode next week.
Yes.
It's very fun. It's chaos.
It is.
For Star Trek, this is chaos. So go check it out. This is a once in an episode kind of thing. So, yay.
And I am Vince Castle. I've been your DM for this evening. You can find me on the tweets, Twits, and on Instagram. Tweets, Twitch, and on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Vince Castle. Oh boy,
I saw you on
my
the
beans
Twits.
are gone. Beans are gone. Where I do all kinds of fun shenanigans all the time. And thank all of you for joining tonight, for donating, for follows, bits, subs. Join the Discord to keep the conversation going with the Failed Save cast and your fellow community as well. Check out our Patreon to find more ways to support the channel and also influence the game.